I welcome everybody today. I understand that what's important is understanding a public speaker today is somebody that must be you. I promise you, if you understand how to become a public speaker today, I promise you it's very much worth it, your time, in terms of it's worth your time. I realize your time is worth it if you understand how to become a public speaker today, because I understand that what's important is understanding I'm a thumbs up, baby. I'm every single day understanding how to grow myself. I'm every single day understanding that it's about my legacy today, and I'm going to show up today every single day to make sure I'm doing a nice beautiful performance where I can go and really communicate and also communicate my legacy today, because I understand the music producers out there. I promise you there's plenty of people who want to sing the guitar and they want to do electronic music, but they also want to create one event per week or something like that. I mean, why do you want to create one event per week? I mean, why don't you create one event per day? I mean, isn't that much better for you to do that in front of people, where you can create one event per day in front of people? I understand, although what's important is understand the me in terms of the nice beautiful pronunciation of me over them, in terms of I over them, in terms of I over me. I mean, what's important is understanding that those music producers out there, I promise you right now, I promise you they're just making one event every single day in terms of every single month. I mean, they're making one event every single month. And what's important is understand this, I'm creating one event every single day in front of people. I want you to understand what's important over here is that people, regardless of what they're doing, I mean, you must understand the difference between I and them is I create a nice beautiful 3-hour video or 4-hour video or 1-hour video or 2-hour video every single day of public speaking in front of the crowd, and I make sure to go and understand that I can go and do this nice beautiful busking performance every single day in front of people. I can do it every single day in front of people. I mean, do you understand? I can give you this performance and much better than this every single day in front of people. I mean, that's my legacy. I mean, in a sense, so I can just be a life coach. I never have to be a music producer, and I can go into a nice, beautiful Brisbane tunnel over here, and I can every single day do this. I can every single day be in front of people and give a live event. I can do it for free. I understand that what's amazing is every single day that music producers on the other side, I realize they want to create one event per month in Australia or around the world. I understand, but that's the only time they get up in front of people, is one day of the month. They get up in front of the crowd and they play their music. I mean, that's very boring, because what's amazing is when you can become a life coach and also a music producer who can do live coaching every single day and do busking performances and live performances in front of people every single day, and then you're live coaching in the daytime and then music production in the nighttime. I mean, in a sense, so I get the best of both. I get the best of both worlds over here, because I understand that most people never understand what I'm talking about, but I'm going to elaborate in this video right now so they understand exactly what I mean. I realize now, if you want to understand what people mean, I realize you have to read from them, or I realize you have to read from them over and over and over again to understand exactly what people are talking about as time goes on. Because what's important is understanding that, let's say you're a music producer. I mean, you're creating one event every single year, and you're posting one nice beautiful podcast on music radio every single week on YouTube. I mean, and then you may be posting some photos of yourself on Instagram and on Facebook and anything to do with music production. I understand, although, that what's amazing is I understand those music producers today. I understand that they are going to be far less in their legacy than I am. I mean, why is that? Because I'm doing much more live performances in front of people. I'm a live coach, but they are just a music producer. I am also a music producer. I'm a comedian, I'm an actor, I'm a singer as well, but they're just a music producer. I mean, they're just electronic music, man. I mean, all they want to do is just go Ticketek and make a nice beautiful event for you every single month, and just one event around town somewhere. I understand that myself, I can create an event like this every single day, is what I'm saying. I can be creating content every single day about live coaching and about singing and about acting and about comedy and about music production. I have so much more to do. I have so much more to do, and I have so much more content to produce every single day that I can be showing myself up in front of people every single day doing this, at least. But they only ever show themselves once a month in front of people. I mean, that's the difference between I and them. I show myself 30 days in a row in front of people, but they show themselves once a month in front of people. I mean, do you understand me? I promise you now, that's why my legacy is much greater, because every single month I do 90 hours of video coaching. I do 90 hours of video coaching every single month, and also every single week I post 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours of nice beautiful music production every single week, so up to 12 hours a month. I mean, do you understand? While I'm doing the live coaching, I understand that what's amazing from that point is I understand I'm creating events around the world as well. I'm making sure you understand that, but on the side I'm doing this for free. I'm making sure I'm doing the music production for free. I'll make sure I understand why I'm doing it for free, because I understand that what's amazing about my legacy is I have a free legacy to live. I make sure I understand I'm never selling myself for money. I'm selling myself on Jesus Christ. I understand that what's important every single day is understanding on how I am outdoing people today. I mean, why is my legacy so much more than other people? Because I have something to produce. I have something to produce. I have content to deliver every single day. I have new information products every single day in life coaching and music and singing and acting and comedy. I do Serbian comedy too. I do Serbian comedy. I do Serbian motivation. I do Spanish languages. I teach people Spanish languages. I teach people every single language that you want me to teach. I can teach it right away. I mean, it's very easy for me to get my nice beautiful phone. I have a Google Translator. I nicely put on my nice beautiful recording on my video and I start teaching you. I say uno is number 1 in English. I say dos is number 2 in English. I mean, it's so easy to teach people Spanish like that. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that you can pick, you can pick anything you ever want to pick.
Fucking bullshit.
I thank you very much. That's why I'm in front of people. I thank you very much. I make sure you understand that this right now is something that I need to do every single day. But I understand every single day, I'm focusing on understanding that you need to pick what you need to do, and then you need to do it more than other people. I understand that what's important for myself today is understand that I have so much more to give. I have so much more to understand. I respect everybody's legacy. I respect everybody in this world, but I need you to understand why you are going to be doing much more than other people. I realize they are going to create one event per month in front of people and do a live performance one day of every single month. But I'm going to do a live performance in front of people 30 days of the week. I mean, do you understand? So why is that? I mean, why do I do 30 performances in front of people every single day in terms of every single month, and they do one live performance in front of people? I mean, why? Because I'm much more courageous. I have a bigger legacy. I mean, what's much better? I mean, is it much better for you to do a live performance every single day in front of people, or is it much better for you to do one live performance every single month or every 30 days in front of people? I mean, what would you rather do? I mean, what's going to get the greater legacy over here? I mean, the greater legacy is somebody who can stand up in front of people daily for free or regardless. I understand that what's important is understanding that when you have so much money, I mean, go and do busking performances for free every single day in front of people, and that way you're going to build your legacy. Because how am I building my legacy over here? I have content to deliver. I mean, in a sense, so I have content to deliver every single day, but I'm in front of people doing it. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that most music producers and most people on the planet are either life coaches only, or they're actors only, or they're singers only, or they're just a rapper, or they're just a 9-to-5 guru. I mean, or they're just a Toastmaster and that's it. I mean, they're just only one part of life, man. I mean, a high school teacher is only ever going to be a high school teacher, man. I understand, I'm a high school teacher, but I'm also a singer, I'm an actor, I'm a producer, I'm a distributor, I'm a social media marketer, I'm social media influencer, I'm something much more, I'm better than yesterday, I'm Jesus Christ, I preach the Bible too. I mean, in a sense, so I'm doing everything I can. I'm never just a music producer. I mean, in a sense, so that's why my legacy is greater than everybody else, because I have more to do. I mean, who's living a better life? I mean, is it the life coach who's a music producer and an actor and a singer, or is it just a music producer? I mean, what's much better? I mean, is it much better for you to be a music producer only, or is it much better for you to be a music producer and a life coach and a singer and a rapper and a poet and a Jesus Christ follower and somebody who's better than yesterday and somebody who's preaching every single day in front of people? I mean, what's much better? I mean, of course, the package that I understand that's going to be more in terms of your life, where you're being much more than just a music producer, is much better for you. I understand that. I understand, although that most people never get that. I mean, most people never understand what a great legacy is. I mean, a great legacy is being able to just produce more content. I mean, be able to be more than just an individual that you are. I mean, what's your favorite topic in life? I mean, be more than that. I mean, be more than that. I understand that if you're just Jesus Christ in life, I understand you preach Jesus Christ. I understand that's all Jesus Christ does. I mean, Jesus Christ preaches Jesus Christ. I mean, go and understand how to teach people everything about life, and then you understand how to go do much better for yourself. So that's the whole point I'm doing every single day, is making sure I'm following my heart, which is my word I, and then understand how to produce followers. I understand every single day that if you want to create followers, I mean, you have to understand how to talk. I mean, you have to understand how to create music. I mean, you have to understand how to sing yourself into the best version of yourself. I mean, you must understand how to sing. I mean, you must understand how it is to act on TV screen. I mean, you must be doing what everybody else is doing in Jesus Christ. I mean, I copy everybody. But then I relate it to Jesus Christ. I mean, do you understand? So whatever the music producers out there are doing today, I copy that. But then I do it the way Jesus Christ does it. I mean, do you understand? Because everybody's different. I understand every single day. You must understand that if you go and copy everybody and then do it into Jesus Christ, then you're going to understand how I'm doing it. I'm rushing out every single day. I'm processing whatever I am today into Jesus Christ only. So there's only two ways to live life. I'm rushing. It's either Jesus Christ or Antichrist. I mean, what do you want to live? I mean, do you want the 10 commandments in your life or do you want no 10 commandments? I want the 10 commandments in my life because I believe in Jesus Christ. I said now every single day when I say that, I say I follow the 10 commandments. I follow what that is. I follow the rule of never killing people. I make sure I never kill people because I believe in that. I believe in Jesus Christ like that. I understand that every single day when I'm producing content like this in front of people, I realize it's so exciting to be in front of people all day long. And regardless of if it's a free event or never a free event, I'm making sure I'm bringing myself right now to understand how to deliver much more information regardless. So I still understand that no matter what, that my legacy is going to be far greater than most of those people out there because Danny Milivojevic is never just a life coach. I mean, Danny Milivojevic is a singer and a actor and also a comedian and also a music producer. So I'm getting the whole package over here. I'm everything that you are. I'm a vegan, man. I'm still a vegan as well. I'm a vegan. I'm sober. I'm straight edge, man. I'm in the sense that make sure you understand that I'm a millionaire. I'm a billionaire too. I'm in the sense that whatever you can get out there is what I am. I'm in the sense, but I'm in Jesus Christ's name. I understand that. So make sure you understand how to expand yourself. So what's important today on social media is have every single social media out there. I mean, have every single social media and expand yourself on social media as much as you can. I mean, that's the whole game. But when I understand how to expand myself on social media, I use one social media, which is Mega Drive. I understand Mega Drive is what enables me to have the Instagram I have and the YouTube I have. I mean, where does my Instagram content and all my social media content go? I mean, it goes into my Mega Drive. And then from my Mega Drive, I upload and download everything. I upload 60 gigabytes from my phone straight into Mega Drive. I realize it's an online storage. I delete everything from my phone. I now have every single day 120 gigabytes in my phone of free space because I have Mega Drive. I have an online storage and I have somewhere to put my contents up online, and that's my website. I understand from Mega Drive, I download 100 photos, I post it into Instagram. I download a nice beautiful video from Mega Drive, I post it into YouTube. I understand? I go from Mega Drive into all other social medias. I understand that other people are ass backwards. I mean, they're the other way. And what's happening with them is they're going 10 social medias without Mega Drive. I mean, where are they going to post that content eventually? I mean, they're going to post it on social media, but then guess what? I mean, that content's going to fill up, but then they're going to lose that content eventually. I mean, they're going to lose it. I mean, how are they losing that content? I mean, it's going to be in their social medias. I mean, why not post it into an online storage where everybody can find it all the time? I mean, nobody's going to check your Snapchat and then LinkedIn and then also your Facebook and Instagram in 50 billion years time, man. I mean, that's it. I mean, how many people are going to be here, man? I mean, how many people are going to be here when there's 100 billion people in the planet? I mean, do you believe that they're going to check your Snapchat and Instagram? I mean, you must understand that they're going to check your Mega Drive only. I mean, Mega Drive, yes, because that's all your content. I mean, everything in one file, man. I mean, do you understand me? I mean, that's what I mean. I mean, online storage, where you can put all your content right now is what you need to do, or else that's what you need to do. So come and check out what Mega Drive storage is. I posted my business card right now. I make sure you understand that it's just an online storage where I store all my content. Because in 50 billion years time, probably they're never going to be checking anything other than my nice beautiful Mega Drive. I'm probably my Mega Drive is going to be around. I understand although that what's going to happen is understand that in my nice beautiful Mega Drive, probably everybody can download all my photos and all my content and all my journals and everything and put it into your libraries, please. And put it into your phones. I mean, put it into your schools and educations, because YouTube never allows you to download the videos. I realize that Mega Drive does though. I mean, Mega Drive is an online storage that allows you to upload 50 billion videos online, and it allows you to help everybody download your videos. I mean, YouTube never allows you to download any videos, man. I understand that what's amazing is if you upload 50 billion videos on YouTube, they can only ever find it on YouTube. I promise you now, Otherwise, you have to go MP3 converter to MP3, or else I mean, you have to go uTorrent it, or else then you have to go actual Google, and then you have to go and get the video, and then export the whole video from YouTube, and do it all again. I mean, understand? But then you have to go through the Google way, and then you have to export those videos. But with my nice beautiful Mega Drive, or else you just press download. I allow you to download it, but YouTube never allows you to download those videos in YouTube. I mean, whatever's in YouTube is in YouTube only. I mean, they never want other people stealing that content. I mean, they never want the other people to go and grab that content. I understand? I mean, I never want to steal anything. I'm never stealing anything, but I'm stealing Jesus Christ's Bible every single day. I'm stealing that information for myself. I am that information. I understand that what's amazing every single day is focusing on understanding that you must understand how to really, really be careful with yourself all day long. To understand that what's important is making sure they understand how to really store and organize your files. So you must understand that this video, I understand that what I do with this video from this point on is I understand I do the video first, and then I export it into UCut. I put it into UCut application, and then I put it into a 480 pixel video camera. I put it into 480 pixels of video quality, and then I post it online. I mean, why is it 480 pixels? Because that's what I can afford. Unfortunately, every single day you must understand that I'm always doing what I can afford every single day. I mean, make sure you understand that what's important is understanding that when you can afford something much more, you must understand how I'm doing it. Unfortunately, you must understand that from that point, I make sure I lift my nice beautiful process of quality into online or whatever. But you must understand why I do. I mean, you must understand why I do 480 pixels over 720 HD. Because 720 HD takes me 1 extra hour to upload. I mean, 480 pixels allows me 1 extra hour of free time to go do something else. I mean, do you understand? So when I have videos to upload, I make sure I do it in 480 pixels, and it's also the quality that you need. I save money, I save time, well, like this. I save the time, baby. I make sure you understand that no matter what, that most people are going into, let's say, the pokies machines, and they're going to the gambling, approaching the gambling on horses, approaching the gambling their life away. Approaching what they're doing is they're going to the pub today, and they're going to go drink some nice, beautiful piss. I mean, it looks like piss. I mean, they're going to drink the piss today, and guess what's going to happen? I mean, they're going to just doze off, man. I mean, they have no legacy. I mean, understand? So never be one of those individuals who is drinking pisser all day long. I mean, never drink the pisser. I understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that pisser will make your energy low. I never drink alcohol. I never drink caffeine. I mean, why do I never drink caffeine? I understand caffeine takes my energy away. I mean, caffeine only ever gives you the peak in terms of to never sleep. So if you understand that caffeine takes you away from sleep, I mean, sleep is very important. I mean, you must understand that if you are unable to sleep today, then it's because you're drinking too much caffeine. I understand that people who never sleep today are people who are going to be dead zombies. I mean, you understand? I mean, you must understand that you have to sleep. I mean, you have to vitalize your health. I promise you, Jesus does sleep. I promise you. Although Jesus is always awake as well. I mean, you must understand. I promise you now, Jesus also understand either way that from that information, I promise you, Jesus maybe never sleeps in this planet. I promise you, maybe he's always in that nice, beautiful way of on the bed, and he's just talking to himself in silence while he's closing his eyes, but he's never sleeping. I mean, you understand? So make sure you understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that's what I believe. I mean, you must understand, although I believe that I understand that I can overcome sleep too. I promise you, anybody can, but I understand that when I go 50, 60 hours without sleep, man, I promise you, I feel reckless. I feel neglecting of myself. I feel like I'm going to die. I understand, because that's how I am. I understand 100 hours without sleep. I understand I never even want to go anywhere anymore. I understand, but when I get 8 hours of sleep every single day, I promise you, now I can function. I mean, that's how I feel. I understand that. I understand that every single day you must understand to get some sleep for yourself. I mean, get some sleep, and never do a 9-to-5 job that never helps you sleep. I mean, never do drugs that never help you sleep. I mean, never do drugs at all, because drugs never help you sleep. I mean, drugs take away your health. I mean, drugs take away your heart. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand to never neglect yourself, because Jesus Christ never neglects himself. I understand that's why it's very important every single day to understand why I'm doing life coaching today. I'm doing it for my legacy, but I also do my nice beautiful music production. And now you can also find my SoundCloud and my nice beautiful events page in terms of my Facebook as well. There's my Facebook page and my events page, which is my Facebook page as well. I post it in 2 little bio links, or 2 little links up on my Instagram every single day. And I also have a SoundCloud right now. I have a SoundCloud, and I also have Spotify coming up. I have all the social medias coming up now, so I understand that what I'm going to be doing is I post everything into Mega Drive, and then it goes into my other two categories, which is Instagram and YouTube. I understand now which one's more important for me in terms of YouTube or Instagram. Approaching now, I understand that my Instagram is much more important than my YouTube channel. I mean, why is the Instagram much more important than my YouTube channel? Because it has more, or else it has all my fashion photos. I mean, my fashion photos are more than the 700 content of hours I've done in videos in terms of on YouTube. I mean, do you understand? Or else my photos are much more than that. Because I already give you that nice beautiful stream of hours and hours and hours of content that I've done on YouTube in my Mega Drive. I've already done that, but Instagram provides me all those links that I can post all the links. I can post all my social medias in one little Instagram. I understand? And then it becomes something big, because then that Instagram goes into my Mega Drive. I understand? And that's how you download all my videos. But I understand either way, I upload extra and I go into YouTube as well. I understand either way, I understand it's just insurance. I mean, I understand if something happens to my Mega Drive, I mean, at least you can find my videos on YouTube. I understand it's just insurance. I mean, in the sense, so make sure you understand that with YouTube, I get all these statistics. I get the statistics of everything in terms of everybody who's followed me on my YouTube channel, and how many people are viewing me every single day, and how many people are trending around my videos. And it shows me all the analytics of my YouTube channel, and so does my nice beautiful Instagram. So that's why I have those two profiles, and also my Mega Drive. So my Mega Drive, apparently my Mega Drive shows me no analytics about anything. I mean, my nice beautiful Mega Drive is just somewhere where you can find all my files. I understand, so make sure you understand, my Mega Drive is my playground. I mean, that's where everything goes about my life. I mean, everything you ever want about me, and from 2016 to 2018, and from all my life. I mean, you must understand, I did start my nice beautiful Mega Drive just recently in 2020. I understand, although that, guess what? I mean, you must be investing into your business. I mean, you must understand how to invest into your business. So let's say you're a music producer. I mean, you must understand that you must have MP4 nice beautiful video design. So if you understand, you put a 3-minute music track on a YouTube channel, and then guess what? I mean, go and make the video, go and do something in that nice beautiful music track. Instead of just putting an image there, I mean, put a video that's actually turning around or showing up in your life or something like that while the music is playing. I mean, that's even better. I mean, understand? So what's amazing is understand that if you're going to go and use, let's say, Canva, I mean, you must understand that it's for your cover photos on Facebook. So if you make a nice beautiful event page, I mean, make sure you understand you have to put a photo in the event page. So use Canva so you can use a nice beautiful Canva photo on a nice beautiful events page in Facebook, because that's how you're going to fit the photo inside of the Facebook cover photo. I mean, I use Canva to be able to go and post my nice beautiful photo or event, nice beautiful photo into my nice beautiful Facebook page, because that's what I do to be able to understand how to fit my photos into that Facebook cover photo. That's what Canva's for. That's why I use Canva, but I also use my logos in Canva. So what I do with Canva is I give $3 per cover photo or whatever the money is. If I love the logo or not, I'm always loving everything. I understand, I just pick the better option. Or else if I have to give $100 to promote myself, I will. I do it straight away. Now what's important is understand that Canva has many logos and fonts to be able to create your nice beautiful thumbnails and logos for all your cover designs and all your nice beautiful music tracks that you want to post on Spotify. So when people watch on Spotify, or they see a photo of the album, of the EP that you made, or maybe the nice beautiful audio quality that you made, or in terms of audio or video. And now Spotify is doing all these video productions as well. So they're doing video and they're becoming a video program as well. I understand that Spotify originally is an audio program. I realize they're just an audio program, but now they're just video and audio together now. I understand that what's important is understand that Spotify does sponsor people to be able to go on that platform and promote their platform. So Joe Rogan is one of them who did sell himself to go into Spotify. Now, I never sell myself like that, because I understand that I want my videos and my 3-hour videos to be on actual YouTube, instead of actually having to post only 30-minute videos on YouTube every single day. I want to post 3-hour ones. I never want to sell myself for $10 million for Spotify to be able to give you 30 minutes a day on YouTube or videos. I mean, in a sense, so I want to be able to give you 3 hours of videos every single day, because I never care about the $10 million. I mean, you must understand that what I care about is making sure that everybody can get my content freely. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that every single day, that if you understand when somebody sponsors you and says, hey, sell yourself for money, but make sure you get off these platforms. I mean, never do it. I mean, understand, because the whole point is expand yourself as much as you can. I promise you that what's important is understanding on how to really, really enjoy yourself every single day, and then understanding every single day how to promote yourself in front of people and how to talk, because that's very important. I mean, you must understand that when you're about to sneeze, I mean, just make sure you sneeze, and you also use your hand to cover up as you sneeze, because we never want to go chew at somebody's face. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that if people are sitting around you, I mean, never ever go farting in their face. I mean, because that's a poor attitude. I mean, make sure you understand to have a clean attitude for yourself every single day, and focus on understanding on how can you lift people today, because that's what I'm doing every single day. So I'm focusing on understanding that I want to be able to understand much more. So I understand every single day. When I understand much more, I just understand the word I, and then I go and plan much more. So what I've understood for the past 24 hours in my life is a big change. I mean, there's a big change coming up in life. I mean, you must understand that every single day you're facing decisions, and you must understand how to talk over those decisions. I mean, you must understand that when you can talk over a decision, then you can make a decision. I mean, in a sense, so when you're talking more, then you're making more decisions. I mean, are you clear with that? I mean, you must understand that what's important is understanding this, that if you talk more, then you understand how to live more. I promise you that's how it is. I promise you that anybody who can talk more can make better decisions. I look for an aspect of life in my music, or in my life coaching, or in my nice beautiful speech, or in my nice beautiful dressing. I'm a fashion model. I look for the best poses I can do. I look for the best public speaking I can do. I look for the best technology that I can put myself in front of people with. I look for the best of anything. I look for the best way I can get the money. I look for the best way I can talk in front of people. I look for the best way I can make music. I plan it in my journal. I plan everything in my journal. So every single time I come here, I plan before I come here. I plan before I do anything else. I make sure I understand that before I understand that what's amazing is if there is an alarm or something going on, I have to plan myself to get out of here. I mean, I have to plan before I even react. I mean, it's to make sure you understand that you must react before anything happens. I mean, make sure you understand that you never put yourself in dangerous situations. So if it's a dangerous situation and the bus is about to hit me 1 second, I mean, of course, I'm just going to jump off. I'm just going to jump on the left side instead of riding my phone. I mean, understand? I want to save my life. I mean, make sure you understand that what's important every single day is understanding how to really lift yourself and other people, because when you can do that, I realize it's much more about legacy today than it is about the alcohol. I promise you, it's much more about your legacy today. I promise you now, if you understand that anybody who drinks alcohol and does drugs over time is never going to have a great legacy, I promise you. I promise you, that's just the truth. I promise you now, I've met a lot of actors today, I promise you, like Jean-Claude Van Damme. I promise you now, he's a great legacy. I understand, although that his legacy is going downhill. I promise you now, why is that? I promise you, he's drinking too much alcohol. I promise you, I promise you, he is doing too much drugs. I understand? I promise you, that's why. I promise you, Johnny Depp, I promise you, that guy is selling all his money for wine, man. I mean, he's selling everything for wine, bro. I understand? I mean, Gary Vaynerchuk is into wine as well. I mean, that's why your legacy is going downhill, man. I understand? I understand, although that Gary Vaynerchuk is doing far more content than all of them. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand, I'm very truthful about everything. So I'm never drinking alcohol. I never drink alcohol, man. I mean, I have nobody else to impress other than Jesus Christ. I'm making sure you understand that. I'm making sure I'm doing everything for the word I, which is Jesus Christ. I make sure you understand that no matter what, that I'm always going to go and prove myself. So make sure you understand that now, I understand I'm finally in that position where I can be able to go and create nice, beautiful music, and go and be able to create 1 hour long music tracks and play, and then from that 1 hour, be able to post a 3-minute music track and be able to make it a Speedy Gonzalez or nice, beautiful, pumping energy. I mean, in a sense, because that's what I believe in. I believe in trance music. I believe in any type of music in the planet that can help to inspire me. I mean, in a sense, so anything that inspires me is what lifts me. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand to be able to lift people all day long. So understand that when I'm here, always creating a nice, beautiful event like this, I promise you now, that's all the money in the world, because I get to increase my legacy one more time. I promise you now, what are the music producers doing over there? I promise you, they're going to be making music today, and that's it, man. I mean, big deal, man. I make some music today, I make some life coaching today, I make some acting today, I make some comedy today, I make some singing today. I'm now mine in your arms, ayy. You see how I go, babe, ayy. I show you my heart, ayy. You my love all day, ayy. You see how I go now, ayy. You enjoy me now, hey, I show you amazing, babe. I understand, although that what's amazing is understand that those lyrics are way past my prime. So I'm always coming back to a nice beautiful I here. I understand that what's important is understand that if you want to sing and then come back to the I, unfortunately it's very important it's very important for you to do so. Unfortunately, every single day you must understand that I'm always understanding that those are my nice beautiful lyrics, but understand that at least I'm showing my tones, I'm showing my nice beautiful singing gig right here. I make sure I understand that either way, when I pull out the music and I pull out a live band in front of me as well, unfortunately now I'm a rock star. I understand? So that's all you have to do. I mean, you must understand that no matter what, that every single time I realize that I understand how much it takes to get a live band in front of you. And I understand how much it is to be able to write some lyrics down and to be able to get the singing instruments and be able to make a live performance in front of people and get the crowd there as well. I understand that. I understand how it is. I get a live crowd for me today for free. I have thousands of people at my live events. I mean, it's for free over here. I mean, when it's for free, or else when it's a free event, I mean, just go where the people are, man. I mean, that's all you have to do. I mean, if you want to create a free event today, I promise you busking is the best way. I mean, busking is the best way to make sure you have a great legacy like I have. I have a great legacy today, so make sure you understand that no matter what, I only have a great legacy because I can post it online today. I can post my videos online. I can write a book. I can do something in audio. I can do something around radio. I understand Larry King, for example. I understand that individual gets early into the radio shows. I mean, he wants to pronounce his voice really quickly. And then Larry King, for many years, has a big voice in the world because he's a radio host. I understand, because back then, I understand that 50 years ago, the radio came out. I understand that. I understand that it was the big soccer players and all the sports players back then. I understand, because they were always on TV, and so were the radio hosts. I understand, so make sure you understand that either way, that what's important for you is making sure that you have your own YouTube channel right now, and that's your own radio show, and that's your own everything in terms of audio and video that you ever need. I mean, if you want a TV show today, I mean, you no longer have to give $10,000 to be on TV, man. I mean, just give internet money and then post a video online that you made, and that's it. I mean, it's very simple, and then just keep consistent and consistent and consistent. I mean, in a sense, so if you want to become famous, and if you want to have a great legacy, then you can. But if you never want to, then you never will have a great legacy. Approach now, make sure you understand I'm having a great legacy. I mean, make sure you understand I want you to have a great legacy. I want you to understand every single day that I'm here to inspire people. I'm always here to understand that no matter what, I'm going to lift everybody every single day. But I'm focusing on understanding to give you all the ideas that I've been having for the past 24 hours. But I'm understanding that what's amazing today is you can talk mountains to go and cross the road. I mean, I can get a mountain and I can shovel it into the ocean very quickly. I mean, how do I do that? I mean, how do I get the nice, beautiful Niagara Falls and put it in the jungle somewhere, man? I mean, how do I do that? I mean, you must understand that it's already in the jungle, but what's amazing is understanding that I can get Niagara Falls and I can put it here. I understand? Because I understand it's already here. I understand that what's amazing is you can move any mountain. I mean, you can move any rock. I mean, you can move any limiting belief you have and you can overcome it. I mean, how do you do that? I mean, it's just in the words that you talk. I'm pretty sure if I have a brick wall preventing me from coming here, I say, hey, get into your journal right now and start writing what is the problem over here. I mean, why am I sitting so much over here? I mean, why is something preventing me from going to the busking performance? I mean, why? So I keep writing. I mean, what's the issue? I mean, what is this? I mean, I'm here because I have to do this first. I have to do this first. I have to get into my music production. I have to go around this way and then understand, but will I be doing my busking performance today? I promise you, I say, yes, I will be doing my busking performance, but I have to be doing my music. I have to be uploading this. I have to be uploading this. I have to be uploading this. I mean, once I do that, then we're going to see. I mean, we're going to see, are we going to the busking performance? Because we have to focus on this right now. Approach now, I then start to organize this content, and then that's done. And then I say, what do I do now? Or else now I have to do this and this and this, but then we're going to the busking performance. I mean, understand? Because that's the big rock. I mean, that's the big mountain. Because if I go to busking performances now, I mean, how about the music production and all the singing events and all that needs to be uploading online. So I have to focus on that first before I get here. I mean, in a sense, so I have to finish other tasks. I have to finish other small goals that I have to do before I get here. So that's the big rock. I mean, that's the big mountain. So what did I just do? I just went around. I just said, hey, I just have to plan something over here, because as soon as I feel that I have an Tempt or something like that in terms of pressure to even come here, I understand that there's something else to do. I promise you there's something else to do that when you feel that you can never do it, I mean you can do it, but you have to do something else before you do it. I promise you there's something else you have to do today other than what you're doing. I promise you that's what I mean. I promise you now, your big rock is where you are right now. I promise you if you want to understand how to grow from this rock that you're in, I mean, you right now are facing adversity. I understand that. But if you want to go around the adversity, I mean, let's go around the adversity. I mean, why are you going straight into the adversity for? I mean, in a sense, so that's what I felt just 5 hours ago. I mean, 5 hours ago, I said, oh, I feel adversity over here, man. I felt adversity just 5 hours ago, I felt adversity to come over here, man. I had so much difficulty to come here and do this public speaking gig. I mean, just 5 hours ago. I mean, why is that? Because I have other goals, I have other dreams, I have other visions to do. I have something else to do. I mean, in a sense, so what do? I have something else to do instead. I mean, if you're facing adversity, I mean, just do something else. I mean, that's it. I mean, if you're facing adversity today in some area of your life, I mean, just do something else, man. I mean, never go the adversity's way. I mean, never be doing adversity today. I promise you understand? So I went the other way. I went to go upload some content. I went to plan. I went to do some music production. I went to go and understand some stuff in terms of eating and food and drink and getting shower and all that. And then understand now I feel much better to come here. I understand because I went to focus on something else other than the adversity. I understand, so I have no adversity. I mean, never focus on the adversity of your life. I mean, focus around the adversity. I mean, what's around that adversity circle? I understand. I mean, focus on something else that's never difficult for you. I mean, that's the only deal. I mean, in a sense, so I went to focus on something that's much more effective for me to do in that moment instead of coming here. I mean, in a sense, so that's why I'm here now, because I've done that. I achieved it. I did achieve it, and then I understand it now. I understand that what's amazing is how did I do that? I went to communicate it. I said, hey, I understand I feel so much adversity for myself to come to busking performances today, but I've done it over 190 hours, man. I've done it 190 hours and I still feel adversity to do it. I said, nah, man. I said, I have to plan something else over here. I have to do something else. I have to do something else because my body never allows me to go. I mean, my body's like frozen. I felt frozen to even come here, man. I felt frozen after 190 hours of public speaking in front of people like this. I felt frozen to come to busking performances, man. I felt frozen. I mean, why is that? Because I went around, I said, fuck this. I'll go and do some music production. I'll go and do this over here instead of this shit. I understand? Because I understand to go somewhere else. I understand I'll go somewhere else where my body never feels frozen. I understand? Because when you're doing a live performance, I mean, you may feel frozen like this to even give a performance, man. I understand that. I understand that when you feel frozen and tense to even go there, I mean, never even go there. I mean, if you feel that your body is pulling out on you and that your body is telling you there's too much physical work to even get there, I mean, never even go there because that's what adversity is. I understand? So make sure you understand that adversity is making sure that you never go somewhere where it's too difficult to go with your body. I understand that. If you understand that, I mean, what do? I lay down on the bed, I relax, I pump up some Netflix a bit, I just chill, but I make sure I'm planning something. I have to be planning something. So planning is much more important than Netflix. I mean, do you understand that? I mean, this is much more important than Netflix because I'm in front of people. I'm making sure I'm planning, I'm learning. So I'm talking to myself and I'm saying, hey, I'll go around the situation. I'll make sure I'll go do something else and I'll go upload this and this and this. I'll go do some these. I'll go and do nice beautiful errands around here and making sure I'll improve my music production ability and my nice beautiful communicational skill around planning and the world around me. And I'll make sure every single day I'm going to check out my results over here. I'm going to make sure I can eat better. I'm going to make sure I'm going to read a bit. I'm going to read with some mentors. I'm going to check out what's going on around the world. I'm going to just relax. I'm just going to relax a bit. I mean, and I'll just go and do something else. And then 5 hours later, I mean, how about now? I mean, do I feel ready to go now to busking performance? I promise you, yeah. I can feel myself going now. I mean, why is that? Because I did achieve 10 goals, baby. I did get my SoundCloud out. I did my SoundCloud. I did post 2 tracks. I did post 2 soundtracks on my nice beautiful SoundCloud. I did get my SoundCloud ready. I understand that now I will be using Spotify because I made that decision now. I understand I made the decision to use actual SoundCloud now. I understand that I made some nice beautiful planning gigs. I was planning my life in other ways. I understand that if my body feels frozen, I mean, it's because I have to plan something. I promise you. I promise you, if I have adversity anywhere in my life and my body starts to tense up, I approach it, it's because I go to my journal and then I start to really write that down, and then I start to really understand how to overcome that frozen body of mine in my journal. I start to really understand how to plan around it, so I never have to do what's frozen in me. I understand. So if I face adversity, I plan around it. I go and do something else that's never adversity, so that's my writing journal. So my writing journal is my communicational journal. And then I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and I talk so much that I overcome the adversity. I understand? I mean, how do I talk so much in my journal? I just write so much. I write. I mean, this is how I feel. I mean, why do I feel like this? I feel like this because of this. I mean, instead of that, I'll go do this. I mean, why is this? Because I have to go upload this first. I have to upload this first because I understand that these people are going to help me do this. Now, when I get to this point, I understand I'll get to this point. Now, these people will come see me here. Now, when I do that, I have to manage these people. But I understand either way, I have to go this way because I have to do the Spain work over here. And then I understand either way, I'm going to come back over here because I understand that what's important is my music production right now. And so I have to upload this content right now. I understand every single day. And then by the time I finish all that, now, I say to myself, am I ready to do busking performances now? I promise you, yeah. I'm ready to do my busking performances now because this is all done now. I understand. So now I feel ready to do it. I mean, what was I doing in the meantime? I mean, what was I doing for that 5 hours? I was planning my other life. I was planning other aspects of life because I want to sing in Spain. I want to sing in their language. I want to go and do something in Argentina. I want to go over here. I understand? I want to go do something else. I want to go to Spain. I want to go to Mars, man. I want to go over here in the space zone over here. I mean, where's the space zone? I mean, the space zone is in my communication. I have to plan something. So I'm always planning around the actual adversity of my life. So when I'm doing that, I'm making sure that no matter what, that now I feel that every single time you must understand that your communicational skills can overcome mountains. I just overcame a mountain in my life. I just overcame a mountain in my life, man. I was unable 5 hours ago to get here, man. I was unable 5 hours ago to get to my public speaking performance over here. I mean, how did I do it? I communicate myself around the problem to solve it in other ways. I understand? So instead of going right to the problem, I go and solve it in other ways. I go solve that problem in other ways. I go do something else. I never go to the problem. I mean, if there's a problem for me to get here, I never come here in the first place then. I mean, you understand? I never come here. Or if there's a problem with my money, I never have money in the first place then. I mean, if there's a problem with your wife, I'll never be around your wife ever again. I mean, that's what I mean. I go somewhere else. I run away from the problem. I run away like a coward from problems, man. I run away from problems. I just go to the solutions, man. I never need a problem in my life. I need the solutions. I run like a coward away from problems, man. I never need problems in my life. I understand? I just need solutions. I solve many problems with my solutions. I understand? I promise you, there's a big problem for me to go break the record of somebody in physicality in terms of this fastest man in the universe or whatever. But there's a big problem there. I promise you, understand? Because why is there a big problem there? Because I make no problems in my life. I mean, understand? Because now I never have a problem in my life. I mean, make sure you understand to never ever label that there is a problem. I promise you, there's never a problem in my life. But if you understand that if you are somebody who says there is a problem, then it's real for you. I understand? So make sure there is no problems. I make sure you understand I have no problems now. I mean, now there's a problem. I mean, what's the problem? I have no problems anymore. I mean, but you just said that there is a problem. I promise you, there's no problems anymore. I mean, where is the problem gone? I mean, why did you even say it? I understand I was stupid. I promise you, there's no problem anymore. I mean, there's that. I promise you, I just did solve the problem. I just did solve the problem right there. I said there's no more problems now. I mean, never be the one who has 1,000 problems, man. I mean, be the one who has 50 billion solutions. I mean, that's how you grow. So if you understand that no matter what, that now, since I understand how to really overcome adversity all the time, I understand how to get myself from one area to another really quickly. I understand that if you're traveling around the world, I mean, just be in one city for 1 week. I mean, go be in New York for 1 week, and then Los Angeles for 1 week, and then California for 1 week, and then go to San Francisco for 1 week, and then Miami for 1 week, and then to Spain for 1 week, and then Barcelona for 1 week, and then Real Madrid for 1 week. I mean, that's how you travel. I mean, 1 week at a time. I mean, if you're going Barcelona one day, and then the next day is Real Madrid, and the next day is Australia, man, and the next day is New Zealand, man. And I mean, guess what? I mean, that's too much traveling, but guess what? I mean, it's going to burn you out. I mean, you're going to burn out. I mean, you came to New York, and in 12 hours, you're ready to go to New Zealand, man. I mean, you just came to New York. I mean, you just came to New York, man. I mean, you came to New York. I'm finally in New York, man. I stepped foot to New York, but there's 12 hours to go until I get to New Zealand, man. I mean, isn't that comedy? I mean, you understand? I mean, be in New York for 1 week, man. I mean, you understand? I mean, isn't that funny for you? I mean, you must understand, it's so funny, man. I understand that what's amazing is understand every single day that you must understand to live 1 week every single place of life. I mean, just be 1 week there. I mean, stop traveling 1 day at a time anywhere other than in Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Christ is where you travel all the time. I mean, where is Jesus Christ today? I mean, in the words, man. I mean, travel to the words, man. I mean, where are the words? I mean, words are in the outer space somewhere, man. I mean, go over there. I mean, go over there and just be alone with Jesus Christ, man. I mean, in a sense, so if you understand, that's where I go when I have faced adversity. I go to that freaking space zone with Jesus Christ over there, and I said, Jesus Christ, I mean, what do you do in this situation? I mean, what do you do when I have adversity over here? I mean, Jesus Christ says, hey, I mean, what about your music production over here? I mean, go and do that instead. I mean, go do that. I mean, if you love life coaching so much, I mean, forget the busking performance today and just do it where you are, man. I mean, just stay in your accommodation and do it. I mean, isn't that much more effective for you? I mean, there's no physical walking anymore from that point. I understand, because now I understand that what I can do is I understand that if I feel so puffed, I mean, if I feel so much puffing out in terms of so much fatigue to even get here and to even walk here, I'll just stay in my accommodation and I'll say, hey, I feel so much fatigue, but guess what? I can do my content right here in terms of right on my table, inside of my accommodation. I never have to walk 3 kilometers to my busking performances. I understand? So I make it easier for myself. I make it easier. I mean, make life easier. So what did I do 5 hours ago? I made my life easier. I said, instead of myself going to my busking performance now, where my body feels like it's about to have a heart attack, man, I rush you. What I do is I just go around, man. I just say I'll do something that's much easier. That's my passion. I mean, what is much easier? That is my passion. I realize anything that's in the moment, that's easier for me to do. I mean, in a sense, so I go and do that. I never do the hard work, man. I do easy work. I do easy work. I never do hard work. I do easy work. I mean, what is easy for you today? I mean, go do what's easy. I mean, never do what's hard work, man. I mean, why are you doing hard work, man? I do easy work. I realize this is easy work for me, man. I mean, this is not hard work for me. I mean, this is never hard work for me. I mean, this is easy work. I mean, understand? But 5 hours ago, it felt like hard work. I mean, why? Because I went to do something easy now. I went to go do something easy, and then understand now it's easy work for me to do. I went to plan myself into another category. I went to plan my life to make it easier for myself to get here. I mean, understand? I took a 5-hour break to go do my passion for 5 hours in other ways. I mean, when you never see me busking performancing, I mean, I'm then doing my music production. I'm planning something. I'm reading something. I'm sleeping. I'm watching Netflix. I'm going and having a shower. I'm doing something else. I'm doing shopping. I'm doing something around city work. I'm doing something around myself to grow. In other ways, I mean, this is just one aspect of 50 billion ways I grow, man. I mean, there's so much ways I grow and more than 50 billion. I mean, I never limit myself to numbers. Whereas if you say numbers, I mean, say one number and more. I mean, I'm first and more. I mean, that's it. I'm second and more. I mean, now since you said that you're second and more, I mean, that means you're first then. I mean, so make sure you understand, that's what Jack Canfield says. I mean, he says, never just say I'm rich. I mean, say I'm rich or better. I'm rich or better. I mean, I mean, if you call yourself a coward, I mean, say I'm a coward or better. I mean, since I'm better now, understand either way, you must understand why I say that. Because I'm never a coward in the first place. I'm just a coward to never be in front of problems. I'm just with the solutions. I mean, so make sure you understand that you are what you say you are. I mean, make sure you understand every single day, I focus on understanding that any problems I may have, I eliminate the problems. I never want a problem in my life, man. I'm making sure of that. I'm making sure every single day you understand how it is to be great. I'm making sure every single day I understand how it is to stand up in front of people and to just talk and talk and talk and talk. And it's very easy. I understand I'm looking at the people, but I'm focusing on what I'm saying, man. I understand that what's important is understanding every single day that many people here are just walking by, but none of them are getting my business card. So I'm just focusing on talking. I mean, understand, but I'm very aware about the people who pick up my business card. I'm only aware of those people. I'm aware of the people who can pick up my business card. I'm never aware of these people walking by me. I never care about them. I care about the people who are picking my business cards up. I mean, understand? So every single day you must understand that's my silent language. I mean, they're walking away from me, but I understand they're never getting my business card. I understand, although, then they just talk about something else while they just walk away. But then I understand that other people are going to walk now, and guess what? I'm going to be quiet about it. I'm going to be quiet about that. I understand, I'm just aware of anybody who's picking up my business cards. I understand, so make sure you understand that no matter what, I'm aware of the word I. I mean, I is everything. So I'm focusing on understanding that no matter what, that I'm going to go and deliver. So that's what I do all the time. But what's amazing right now is understand that when you're public speaking like this, I mean, it's much better to public speak like this than having to do music production. I promise you now, if you can be in front of a crowd and public speak, I promise you it's much better. I promise you that I still do my music production. I never let my music production go. I make sure you understand that either way, that what's important is understanding that it's much better to be a life coach than it is to be a music producer today. I promise you must understand that. I mean, does Jesus Christ become a life coach today in terms of what I'm doing? Or does he become a music producer, man? I mean, of course it becomes a life coach, man. I mean, you must understand. I mean, if Jesus had to pick today to become an electronic music producer or a musician like Ed Sheeran, or somebody who's Danny Milivojevic, who's a life coach, who's speaking about Jesus Christ all day long, I mean, what do you believe that Jesus Christ will do? I mean, of course, Jesus Christ is going to come and talk about Jesus Christ in a public speaking format and teach you about life, like Jesus Christ can. I understand? I mean, that's first for Jesus Christ, and then guess what Jesus Christ is going to say? I'm never just Jesus Christ though, I'm also understanding that I'm Jesus Christ, but I'm also a music producer on the side. I understand, but this is what I do really. I mean, I do Jesus Christ work really. And then I do music production. And then I be a singer. And then I be an actor. Or else most people just want to be an actor and fuck Jesus Christ off, man. I mean, most people want to be a singer and who gives a fuck about Jesus Christ, man? I mean, they want to be a singer, man. I mean, they don't never care about Jesus Christ. I mean, they want to sing their lungs out without Jesus Christ. I understand? I mean, most people, they want to be a comedian, but never for Jesus Christ. I mean, they want to be for themselves, man. I understand? I want to be a life coach who's preaching Jesus Christ, baby. I say so. I want to be a comedian who tells people Jesus Christ. I want to be a singer who tells people Jesus Christ while I'm singing. I want to be an electronic music producer who shows people Jesus Christ in music production. I understand? I want to mention Jesus Christ in all my nice, beautiful forms. I understand? But they never want to mention Jesus Christ. I mean, understand? I mean, never be an actor first, man. I mean, be Jesus Christ first. I mean, understand? I mean, that's how it is. I mean, Jesus Christ done the nice, beautiful work for you every single day of your life. I mean, every single information you see out there came from the Bible. I'm just the information of the Bible. I promise you, that's it. For if I understand anything about life, I do this work. I mean, this is my real work over here. I mean, this is who I am, really. And then I'm a music producer. And then I'm a singer. And then I'm an actor. And then I speak other languages. And then I watch Netflix. And then I go and be a vegan. I mean, understand? But Jesus Christ is a vegan right now. I understand? So make sure you understand that if you can become a vegan, then you can become Jesus Christ. I understand? So make sure you understand that what's important every single day is focusing on understanding that communication is power. I mean, how am I able to go and be here for 12 hours public speaking? I just communicate my way there. I mean, imagine how much nice and beautiful mountains I have to push alongside to get myself to 12 hours, in terms of to get myself to do 12 hours of public speaking right here. I have to stand for 12 hours, but I have to find the best position for myself to be able to stand for 12 hours. So I just have to go like this for 12 hours, and then I have to change. If my leg hurts this way, I'll stand on my other leg for a bit. I'll stand on my other leg for a bit like this, and then I understand that this leg may hurt, and I'll stand on my other leg, for example. And then I may also understand that no matter what, that I'm just going to change over legs, for example, to be able to stand for 12 hours. I'm going to make it easier for myself to be able to stand. I understand? But guess what? I mean, either way, I promise you, if that's the deal, I promise you, that's what I'll do. I stand for 12 hours, but I make sure either way that I'm going to stand in a way that's going to make it easier for me to go and do 12-hour seminars standing up. I understand, so make sure I understand that no matter what, that I'm always understanding I do have a chair, but it's much better for me to stand up. I make sure you understand I'm showing you more effort over here. I mean, it's much better that when I'm in your face like this than when I'm sitting down like this. I mean, there's a big difference. I mean, I understand. I mean, there's a big difference when you're sitting down like this and you're looking at people like that, but when I'm like this, probably now you understand I'm much more professional when I look in like this in the eye. There's a big difference. So understand that when you're public speaking or when you're doing a live event, I mean, be standing up. I mean, imagine a DJ. I mean, imagine those people who are giving events around the world and the DJs. I mean, imagine they're sitting down and they're doing a singing gig, or let's say they're doing a DJ event for thousands of people. I mean, 50,000 people, but they're sitting at the event doing it. I mean, they look boring, man. I mean, they never even want to jump on the table and do this, man. I mean, you understand? I mean, come on. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that you must understand how it is to live life. I understand when I'm living life every single day to the best of my ability, I'm making sure they understand that every single day I'm going to focus upon understanding that I'm going to stand while I'm doing my busking performances. I never want to be sitting for 16 hours or 8 hours or anything like that while people are looking at my business card and just walking off without grabbing it. I understand that if I sat here for 8 hours and I promote myself for 8 hours with my business card, I promise you they never even want to grab my business card. I promise you 1% of them may. I promise you 1% of them may bring my business card, but I never want to waste my time in front of them. I never want to waste my time in front of people who never want my business card. I understand? So if you understand that every single day that if you never follow Jesus Christ, then you lose Jesus Christ. I promise you, if you never follow me if you never follow me throughout life, then you never ever get me around life, and that's it. I never need you in my life. I promise you. You need my information. I promise you, I give information, baby. I promise you, every single day, I understand that what's important is understand that anybody who turns away from my information has a worse life. I promise you, because I show people a better way. I'm an inspiration. I promise you. I'm far more an inspiration than those people who have never done public speaking in their life. In their sense, to make sure I understand that I see many weird looks all the time about me. I promise you, it's because they're so weird. I understand? Make sure you understand that I'm just Jesus Christ in the word I. I'm making sure you understand how it is to grow yourself all the time and how it is to make sure that you're always going to be on top of your content and who you are all the time, because that's what I mean. Make sure you understand I'm much more smarter today in my communicational skills, because why? I understand I teach people language skills. I teach people Spanish. I teach people other ways of thinking. I'm making sure I'm teaching people everything, and that's why I'm so smart. I'm teaching myself vocabulary. I'm teaching myself every single word in that dictionary and what its relation in terms of life. I understand that what's in relation our lives in terms of life is understanding that no matter what, that every single word out there has a relation. Every single relation in the world has a relative. Every single relative in the world has a synonym. Every single synonym in the world has another word that you can say that's just like that word. What are some words? Let's say good is goodness. Goodness is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is everything. Everything is I. So that's how I relate words together. I'm making sure that's how you get smart. Make sure you understand that no matter what, that now since I understand every single day how to do music production, I understand how to market myself much better. I can be on the microphone in front of people. I can speak very fast. I can understand I can get the technology I need. I can travel the world. I can make sure I can be alone as well. I never need a wife. I never need a girlfriend. I never need kids. You understand? I can make sure I can be on the camera for 3 hours and 4 hours and 5 hours and more. I make sure I understand I can talk all day long. So what's amazing every single day is understanding on how to really talk with yourself all day long in a positive way, because that's very important for you every single day, is talking with yourself all day long to inspire yourself to grow, because that's what I believe in. I believe in a greatness lifestyle. Every single day I'm focusing on understanding on what I can do today to help God. I'm always helping God much more because I understand that God's completion already. But I'm making sure either way that I'm going to help myself to grow. I'm making sure every single day that when I preach Jesus Christ and I try to get people to Jesus Christ, I'm trying to help God. I realize God's already done the work for me. So if you never want to preach people to Jesus Christ, I promise you Jesus Christ has already done the work. I promise you that eventually Jesus Christ wins anyway, regardless of your help or not. I mean, so make sure you understand every single day that you go and focus on somebody that's your creator in life, and that's you. I mean, you must understand that God creates you to help God. I mean, that's why you have a purpose. I mean, you only have a purpose. You only have a purpose when you're helping Jesus Christ today. Because if you're never helping Jesus Christ, then you never have a purpose. I'm helping Jesus Christ as much as I can, so I can help myself, and that's it. Now, that's how I understand I move mountains in my communication. I make sure I understand that the brilliant aspect of communication here is I understand that now I can get into my journal. I mean, if any time I may face some kind of issue, I understand I never have an issue. I mean, that's number one rule. I mean, the number one rule is have no issue. I mean, in a sense, so then understand every single day. I go into my journal. I go and plan around the issues. I never have an issue. I plan around the issue so I can go and get the solution. And then I understand every single day. I just keep planning and planning and planning and planning, and my life prospers. I mean, how does it prosper? Because I just have better communication. I just have better communication to get into my journal, and I start writing and writing and writing and writing and writing and writing. I mean, what am I writing? I'm writing everything I can. I'm writing anything that's in my mind at that time. I'm just writing as much as I can. I'm just producing as much as I can. I'm just producing as much content in writing, in terms of writing in written format, as much as I can, because that's how I'm here today doing a busking performance. Because I write so much, baby. I'm only able to talk like this because I just write so much. I realize when I just write and write and write and write, I can see where I'm going for next year. I can see where I'm going for the next 2 years, and 10 years, and 20 years, and 50 years, and 70 years. I can see my life ahead of me because I just go to my journal and I just keep writing, baby, and I never stop. I never stop writing. I never stop writing my legacy down. I understand, so what am I doing right here? I'm writing my legacy down in another format right now. I'm putting it into a video and into an audio right now. I'm writing my life down, baby, once again. I understand, so my words right here in a microphone, in terms of public speaking performance in front of people, is just the next level. I mean, there's a big difference between never being in front of people and doing a live performance and being in the bedroom and laying on the bed and writing in my actual phone in my journal. First, there's a massive difference. But here, I get to see people's reactions. I mean, here, I get to be in front of a live audience. I get to be having real attention in real time with myself, and I get to be pronouncing all those words that I do in my bedroom right here. I understand, so make sure you understand that busking performances is the best level of video work that you can do. I understand, but guess what's better than this? I mean, better than this is making sure that you have a nice people stadium going around you, and then go and understand to charge people at the door, and then make some money while at it. I mean, understand? Because this is for free. But I understand that when I make $1 million for doing this, in terms of real money, in terms of real cash, I understand that what real cash is to me is the word I understand, although, that I never do it for the money, man. I never do it for the money. But I understand that when you make $1 million in plastic money today, in terms of the printing of the money, I mean, you have a $1 million in your bank account because you're doing this microphone work today, I promise you it feels much better. I understand, but guess what? I realize that money is never the driving force of why I'm here. I mean, it's really my legacy, man. I'm doing it for my legacy. I'm never doing it for money. I never care about the money, man. I care about who can increase their legacy today. I mean, are you able to go and produce much more content today on social media to go and help your legacy grow? I promise you, that's what you need to do. I mean, you must understand that no matter what, that if you can go and do that, I promise you, then you can do anything. I promise you, that's the whole point of what I'm doing. I'm making sure that you understand that just recently, I was giving up on my music, man. I was just giving up on my music. I was saying that I want to make the 10 commandments of the Bible of trance music, which is the 10 commandments of God. I want it to be 10 hours long. I want to send it to Armin van Buuren. I want that individual to go and listen to it. I want everybody to listen to it in Spotify. But guess what? I understand that what's important is I understand that now people can, however, listen to it. I never want to give up. But I was giving up and I was saying it's too long. I mean, my 10-hour music track is too long, man. I mean, it's too long to listen to. I realize that's the whole point, isn't it? I mean, why are you here? I mean, you are here to live a long time, baby. I mean, in a sense that nothing can be too long in life. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand. And then I say, hey, I mean, what was I crying for? I was crying because my track is too long. I mean, of course it has to be too long. I mean, how stupid is it to cry like that? I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand every single day that most people never want to listen to you if you have nothing to give. I mean, if you have something to give in life, then you have everything. I understand, although, that I still can make that nice, beautiful track. I can make everything I want to make. Understanding what's important to me today is understanding that I'm going to make everything possible. I'm going to break limits, but because I did make a 10-hour music track, I understand what I can do. I understand what I can do with 10-hour music tracks now. I understand that. I mean, if you've never done that before, if you're only making 10-minute music tracks, if you're only making 3-minute or 6-minute music tracks, imagine what you can do with 10-hour-long music tracks. I understand that. Unfortunately now, that's something that you have to unlock for yourself. Unfortunately now, I'll tell you already what you can expect from a 10-hour music track. Unfortunately, it's a long time. Unfortunately, you understand that either way, that something even better than that is going to happen. You're going to understand how people are going the short road in music. I see many people, all they're doing is making a 3-minute track, but they never want to make a 6-minute track. They want to make a fast music track, and that's it. That's 3 minutes long, but they never want to go 10 minutes. Why? Why not? Why never expand your comfort zone? Go to 10 minutes. Go to 20 minutes. Go to 30-minute music tracks. Try it. Try to make one version of a track 10 hours long. Try to do it and see what happens with you. Try to understand how to experiment with yourself in everything you're doing. I understand that what's amazing now is I'm much more of a man. I'm much more of a man than I was 10 years ago. There's a big difference. I'm much more leveling myself today than ever before. I understand that individual who was 18 years of age, who I was in 18 years of age. Now that individual is a jigging school man. That man goes around poker at 18 years of age and never cares about the HSC. And I did get myself a 30 below ATAR. Anything that's an ATAR in life in terms of high school over here, in terms of high school education, anybody who has a 99.89 ATAR is somebody that can be a doctor or a lawyer. But my ATAR was below 30, man. My ATAR was below 30. I was the worst one in HSC, man. I was the worst one. I was below 30 ATAR, bro. The worst one. The worst mark. They never even want to show me the exact mark I got. They just say 30 below. 30 below is my mark in my HSC, man. So make sure you understand that. Make sure you understand that other people, the best mark in my high school was around 96, man. Where is that individual today? I'm doing far more work than them in life. I get myself 30 below ATAR, but guess what, that's the best mark now, because it proves to you what I am right now. So never ever determine anything other than Jesus Christ in your life, so you understand why I'm here. Understand that anything that you get in high school in terms of the marks out there is a stupid mark. I understand, although every single day, focus on understanding that your mark is never stupid. Make sure you understand that you are going to do better than that mark regardless. If you get 30 ATAR marks in terms of below 30 ATAR and you come to this version over here, I'm doing far more than all the doctors out there. I'm doing far more than all the lawyers out there. I'm doing far more than everybody in this lifetime. I'm making sure I understand that Jesus Christ has done the work for me already, but I wanted to go and build my legacy. I promise you that what's amazing is understand that the better mark you get, of course, I promise you, of course it's better. Of course it's better to get 99.9 as a mark on a HSC, man. Than a 30 below ATAR, I promise you. But when I look now and I say, hey, I had 30 below ATAR and that individual has 99.8 or whatever, I understand that what's amazing is understand I'm doing far more work than them. I'm breaking limits over here. So make sure you can get yourself the best marks, but never be shaming yourself upon the marks you have. Because look at my ATAR, man. I have a worse ATAR than you do in HSC, man. In year 12 HSC, I have a worse mark than you and your daughter and all your family. I have a worse mark. I have 30 below ATAR. That's the worst mark you can get in history of the HSC, man. I have the worst mark. I have the worst mark ever. So make sure you understand that. That's me. I understand. Although I did overcome my demons, man. What are demons? Demons are the communicational gaps that I was unaware of. I became so much more aware of how I speak to myself all day long. I speak to myself like this all day long. In terms of how you hear me right now is how I speak to myself all day long. That's a skill set. Everything in terms of my videos right now, in terms of my newest updating videos that I have, check out the latest videos that I have. That's how I am with myself every single day. I'm focusing on understanding that every single day I'm going to perform the best I can, because what's important to me is understanding that I want to grow myself in different ways. I want to make sure I'm growing in every single way possible. So I'm understanding on how to talk with myself in a better way, and I'm understanding every single day how to perform like a God. I'm making sure every single day, understanding every single day how to really talk with myself all day long, so I can focus upon a greater life for myself, because that's what's important to me. Actually, what's important to me is something that I understand that is communicational skills, where I can grow everybody in the process, because that's how you make money. I mean, money is made easily, as Tony Robbins says. Actually, anybody can make money. Actually, anybody can go to a 9-to-5 job and make money, man. Actually, anybody can do it. But can you do this? I mean, can you do public speaking in front of a crowd? I mean, can you do that? Because that's a skill set I want to teach you. I want to teach you skill sets over here. I want to teach you how to get up in front of a crowd and public speak, because many people never do that. Actually, it's easy to make money, but many people are never public speakers. Understand? I mean, many people are never doing music production, but I want to teach you how to do music production in life. I want to teach you how to be an actor. I want to teach you how to do some singing. I want to teach you everything about life that I can. I want to teach you how to get the veganism in your life, because I'm a vegan. I have veganism blood right now. I understand I was born in a meat-eating family. I was born with family who was eating meat. I understand, so make sure you understand. I was starting to imitate my biological father and what he was eating, because I was saying that my biological father is smarter than everybody. I understand? I'm very sure that Jesus Christ was always in the background with me. I'm very sure Jesus Christ was always in the background. I understand, I always did believe in Jesus Christ much more than my biological dad, I promise you. I can tell you right now. I'm very sure now, that's why I'm here. I mean, that's why I'm in this position right now. So, did I lose my word I? I'm very sure no, because I had faith in Jesus Christ, man. I'm very sure I had faith in Jesus Christ. I believe in Jesus Christ more than my biological father. I understand. So if you believe in your blood, I realize if you believe in anybody more than Jesus Christ, then you become Antichrist. I mean, never believe in humanity. I mean, believe in Jesus Christ. I promise you. I promise you. That way, you're going to exactly excel. I promise you. Now, every single day, you must understand. That's why I'm here giving this nice, beautiful speech, because I was never against Jesus Christ. I understand, so make sure you understand that's why I'm here. So make sure every single day you're going to go and perform the best you can. I realize you're going to do the best you can. I understand that I'm always breaking my I realize I'm breaking my communicational skills every single time with my communication, every single time in how I speak, because I understand I put the word I in between the sentences, and that's what keeps the engine running, baby. I understand that every single day that's what's important. So make sure you understand that if you're going to make some weird noises around there, I mean, make sure you understand how to really communicate more than weird noises. I mean, make sure that what's amazing every single day is understanding on how to really produce yourself in a better way. But understand that every single day, I understand that nice beautiful day today is the 25th of March or something like that. I understand every single day that I have an Apple Watch. I understand it's the 25th of March 2021, but guess what? I realize it's just one moment of time. I mean, whatever the date is today is just now. Now is the time to make sure that your life must be prosperous. So I realize you must be prospering yourself every single day to create content. I make sure you understand I still have to do some language videos today. I have to teach people some Spanish today. I have to also go up into my laptop and I have to make a 1-hour track of music today as well. I have to make 1 hour of music today. I have to make at least 2 hours of Spanish today as well. I want to push myself to grow. I understand that 1 hour is my minimum with Spanish teachings. I understand, although, that I just want to be here as well for as long as I can, but I want to understand that I want to have no limits. I want to have no limits. I want to be able to get my nice beautiful Spanish going today. I want to learn Spanish. I want to understand to teach people Spanish today, because I'm tackling one language at a time now. I want to learn just Spanish. I want to learn just Spanish in the way of learning languages, but I want to learn more than that as well. I never want to limit myself to Spanish either. I mean, so I just go and focus on understanding that today, I mean, just for today, I want to learn Spanish more. I mean, in a sense, so guess what? I mean, as soon as you have learned Spanish, I mean, that's when you start dying, man. I mean, I'm still learning English today. I'm still learning English. I'm learning how to speak English, man. I mean, never ever learn anything other than more. I mean, in a sense, I mean, be the one learning more. So when I'm facing myself in a decision on what I'm going to learn today, I just say, that's just for today. Today, I'm just going to learn Spanish more. I'm just going to learn Spanish. I mean, you can never learn any one language first and the other. I mean, you can never do that. I mean, you can never learn Spanish first and then French. I mean, learn Spanish and French at the same time. I mean, learn everything at the same time. Understand? Because while you're understanding that Spanish is a certain way, but then go get some French words in you, and then go get some German words, and go and get some Chinese, and mix it up all together, and you're going to still understand that you're learning and growing. I mean, understand that's the whole point, because you can never learn Spanish. I mean, you can only learn more Spanish. I mean, I can never learn English. I can only learn English more. I mean, in a sense, so I've never learned English. I'm still learning English myself. So I thank you very much. I'm always breaking my language up in a way that I'm understanding that no matter what I'm learning how to grow myself. I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm going to understand how to grow, because that's how I grow. I grow through better communicational skills. I'm making sure they understand that when I'm speaking here, I'm speaking in ways that I can be here for a long time. I'm speaking in daily life in a way that I can be here for a long time. And for the longest time. So I'm doing what I need to do to go sleep earlier and wake up earlier, but also get away from the nightlife as much as I can, and get away from the pubs out there, and get away from the beers, and get away from drug addicts as much as I can, and get away from criminals, because I want to live a long life, man. I want to live a long life. I never want to be around pubs. I mean, because pubs, they get a beer and they'll slap it on your face, man, because they're so drunk. I never need that in my life, man. So make sure you understand that I'm much better alone than with other people. I'd rather be alone than be with you. I promise you. Now, that's how I am. Now, you must understand that what's amazing every single day is focusing on understanding that no matter what, I have a nice beautiful speaker in the middle of the camera right here. So I'm making sure that no matter what, that you guys can hear me. I'm making sure every single day I'm focusing on a better life. So I'm focusing on double checking all the time. I'm always multiple checking. So never double check. Never do anything of double checking. Do multiple checks. Multiple checks all the time, because that's what you need to do. Because double checks is limiting you. If you're checking twice, check 3 times. Check 4 times. Check 5 times, man. Check 10 times. Be sure of yourself. When you're sure of yourself, then you find your I. I understand who I am now. I find my I, baby. Never ever do double checks. Never look twice. Look 1 time and 1 time and 1 time and 1 time. Look again 1 time. Look again look 1 time. Never look twice when you're crossing the road. Look 1 time and 1 time. It's only 1 time. And then switch over again and look 1 time again, and then 1 time again, and then 1 time again, and then 1 time again. Or else it's only 1 time, baby. Never live a double life, baby. I understand that what's amazing is every single day that we're going to grow. I promise you that when you're growing all the time, I'm making sure that you have to succeed. I'm making sure that no matter what, that you're going to understand every single time to favor yourself more than other people when they never love you. Make sure you understand that anybody who never loves you wants to kill you. Be away from the people who are angry, because they hate you. Understand? Anybody who's angry, stay away from them, because they hate life. I'm only around people who love life. I'm somebody of a lover. I'm never a hater. I understand that. I understand that what's amazing every single day is focusing on understanding on how you can actually go and be the best version of yourself all the time, but never be afraid to give a public speaking speech. Never be afraid to be in front of people, just public speaking and enjoying your life. So that's the excitement in my life. I get to wake up every single day and I get to come up in front of people and public speak, man. It's so much excitement over here. How about your day? You're going to wake up today and never do public speaking today. I'm going to wake up today, I'm going to do public speaking every single day. I understand that. I understand that what's important is understanding that I'm going to wake up today, I'm going to do some public speaking and some music production in terms of electronic music, and I'm going to teach other people some languages today, and then I'm going to go watch some Netflix, and I'm going to watch my $1 billion mentors, and then I'm going to go and study the Bible as well. I have already an exciting day coming up. And then I'm going to move countries, and I'm going to go to Spain, where you're going to stay in Sydney. I understand? I'm right here though. I understand I'm always right here. I'm making sure you understand I'm traveling the world while you're just in one area of your life. I'm traveling everywhere. I understand I'm just in the word I only, and that's my only one area. So make sure you understand that no matter what, I'm connecting the dots in different ways, but making sure I'm speaking all the time into bliss. I'm speaking in a way that I can become happier. I'm speaking in a way to look greater. I'm speaking in a way to make sure that I can do these videos I'm making sure that I can do this video for as long as possible. How do I do this video for this long? Because I'm just here communicating. I'm just here talking better. I'm just here looking for ways to talk better. I'm just here understanding on how to talk better. I'm just always thinking better. I have to talk better. I have to talk better. I'm only thinking the word I though. I never think the word better. I think I have to be better. I have to be better. I'm making sure I have to look better. I have to feel better. I have to find some ideas for this woman so that she can have a great idea. I have to find some ideas for people so I can have a great idea for myself. I understand that when I do it for somebody, I do it for the word I make sure I go and find those ideas. I find ideas. And then I make sure to just keep speaking something I've never done before, but I'm speaking better and better and better and better. And then I'm just understanding that time flies very quickly, man. I mean, time goes really quickly when you're just speaking and better. I mean, understand? And that's how I really just do anything better, because I'm just always the better man. I'm always the better individual than yesterday. I'm always the better health individual. I'm always the better one in life. I'm always making sure that no matter what, I'm going to understand that. I'm going to understand that no matter what, I'm going to learn how to grow. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to give you the ideas, because that's how I grow. I grow through ideas. I grow through making sure that I'm going to go and lift people. And that's how I understand how to move mountains. I move all these mountains, man. I was having rocks before. I was having so much rocks in my brain. I mean, there's a big rock in your head right now. I mean, there's a big mountain right now that you have to move, but you have to speak through it. Now, if you have that mountain and it's so big, I want you to say, I see a mountain, but guess what? I'm going to plan around you right now. I'm going to write, this is how I get over the mountain. I mean, I'll do this and this and this and this and this. Now, I see part of the freaking mountain is falling off already. Now, every single day I see already. That's funny, isn't it? Now, you must understand, I'll go this way. I'll freaking go the ocean way, man. I'll go on a freaking boat. I'll go away from the freaking mountain, bro. I understand? I mean, make sure you understand. I mean, when I change direction, I mean, there's no freaking mountain over there. I'll just go over there, man. I understand? I mean, I understand that when there's a big mountain over here to climb, I'll go this way because there's no mountain. I'll go that way because I want to have an easy life. I never want a hard life. I'll go the other way, man. I mean, how about this way over here? I mean, are you able to go that way? There's no mountain over there. I mean, understand? I mean, never go straight through the mountain. I mean, go around the mountain. I mean, go the other way. I mean, never go right into adversity. I mean, go somewhere where you can never find adversity. I mean, where there's no adversity in life is where you must be. I mean, do you understand that? Abrosh, that's how simple it is. Abrosh, what does Bruce Lee say? Abrosh, Bruce Lee say, be water. I mean, why does he say be water? Because the water goes into the freaking rock and it goes around the rock as well. I mean, you understand? Because the rock can never ever damage the water. I understand that when you're the water and a big wave or tidal wave goes on the rock, I mean, it sweeps the rock as well. I understand? I mean, when you're water, I mean, you can never damage it, man. I mean, you can punch the water as much as you want and it's never going to damage. I mean, you can pick it up and it's so soft and tender as well. I mean, it's so warm as well. I mean, it's so cold in a way it's never going to hurt you. I understand? I mean, the water is something that you can drink and it's going to give you life as well. I understand? Although, guess what? Roshi, it's something that you understand. I mean, you have to understand that. I mean, you have to drink some water in this life. I mean, just never overindulge in water in a way that it's going to kill you. I mean, never kill yourself with food and drink. But I understand that what's amazing is understand that the water is so soft and so invincible and nothing can destroy it. Roshi, water can go over this land today and it can be filling it up with water. I understand? So make sure you understand that what's amazing is be water and go over the problem. I mean, go under the rock. I mean, go over the rock. I mean, go around the rock. I mean, go right through the rock. Because that's what you can do as well. I can see the mountain as well, and I can write my way right into the mountain and climb up it with my communicational skills. I can. Or, if you understand to never ever go that way, but go another way, approach it's even better. I mean, understand? I mean, go another way. I mean, you never have to go straight through the mountain. I can go through the mountain, man. I can go through the mountain. I can go away from the mountain. I can go away from adversity. I can go right into adversity and I can plan how to get away from it too. I understand? I can go right into adversity. But guess what? I never want to find myself in adversity. I want to find myself away from adversity. I want to find myself away from those freaking mountains because that's adversity. Mountains are adversity to me. I understand? So what do? I make sure I go and plan around adversity and problems and mountains. I make sure I go some way to understand either way that what's important to me is I can do anything. I can do anything. I'm never limiting myself by making sure I plan around everything. I plan around the mountain. I plan around the problem. I plan around it. I mean, if you're missing something from your life, I mean, it's because you're missing communicational skills. I promise you, that's what you're missing. I mean, if you want to achieve something, I mean, it's because you need the communicational skill to achieve it. I mean, you need to understand that you can achieve it if you have the communicational skill. I mean, whatever you're lacking today is communicational skills and never nothing else. I mean, nothing can stop you when you can talk in front of people, I promise you. I promise you, if you've never done public speaking in your life, and you never pick up my business card, and you've never done public speaking, I promise you it's because why? I mean, it's because you're unaware about public speaking, and it's because you never even want to be a public speaker in the first place. I mean, how can a public speaker encourage you, who is never a public speaker, to public speak? I just go and be a public speaker because it's about my legacy and never you. I never care about you, man. I never care about your individuality to never become a public speaker, man. I mean, if you never want to be a public speaker, I mean, I thank God for that. I never need you as a public speaker. I never need you as a public speaker. I'm a public speaker already. I'm doing the work for Jesus Christ anyway. I'm doing the work for God already. Understand? I'm doing it already. I'm doing it for you anyway. I mean, guess what? I mean, if you never want to become a public speaker, I mean, Jesus Christ says, I've already done the work for you. I mean, somebody else will do it for me. I mean, if you want a great legacy though, I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a great legacy. But if you never want a great legacy for yourself, I never care, man. I care for my legacy. I understand that. I never need you to care for my legacy. I'm already doing my legacy without you. I never need $1 from you, man. I understand I'm Jesus Christ. I never need your story either. I have Jesus Christ's story. I'm rushing now every single day. You must understand that. I'm here to increase my legacy. So if I inspire you, I mean, then get my business card. But if I never inspire you, I mean, it's because you never need a great legacy. I promise you. I promise you now, everybody needs a great legacy in life. So make sure you understand that you must be around other people who have great legacies. I promise you now, that's the whole point of life. I understand every single day. I understand that what's important every single day is understanding how to have a great legacy. Because that individual has a shirt with a jersey on it with a name on the back. I mean, who is it? I mean, it could be anybody, man. I mean, Manchester United, or else that anybody can go and grab a Manchester United t-shirt and support somebody from a Manchester United player or something like that. I promise you, it's so easy. I promise you, why isn't your name in the back of that nice beautiful camera? I mean, do you understand? I mean, why isn't your name on the back of the jersey? I mean, why is it somebody else's name? I mean, why isn't your name on the back of that jersey? I mean, why are you promoting other people? I mean, why don't you promote yourself the most? I mean, am I promoting other people today or am I promoting Danny Milivojevic? I'm promoting Danny Milivojevic today only. I mean, understand? But guess what? I'm promoting Jesus Christ too. I'm promoting anybody who deserves it, man. I mean, who are these people? I never promote them in my life, man. I mean, they're already in my video. I'm promoting them on my video, but who are they, man? I've never heard of them in lifetime. I never even know who they are. I never even know who they are. I know who I am. I know who I am in terms of my I. I never know them though. I know I only. I understand? I never know those people. I mean, these people over here, I mean, they're going to be nobodies, man. I never promoted in my lifetime, but they're lucky and fortunate to be in my video. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that I promote Jesus Christ because that person's somebody to me. I mean, that's a God, man. I mean, that guy is somebody. I mean, Mahatma Gandhi and I realize Martin Luther King Jr., I realize these people are somebodies to me because I understand they have great legacies. But these individuals over here who are just about to walk away from me, I mean, who are you, man? I mean, who are you, man? I'm somebody. I'm somebody over here. I mean, regardless of you, man, I never know that guy in my life. I understand that what's amazing is understand that most people want to be nobodies around here. I mean, they never find a public speaker attractive. I'm very attractive over here, but who are these guys, man? I mean, do you understand who are they? I mean, they're nobodies, man. I mean, you must understand that. I mean, make sure you understand every single day that you go and focus on a greater life for yourself. I understand who they are. I mean, just somebody who just wants to be an average Joe, man. I mean, they never want a lifestyle, man. I mean, they never want greatness in their life. I mean, so make sure you understand that I'm here to make everybody great. I'm here to inspire you daily. I'm here to make you sure that you understand Jesus Christ. I'm here to make sure I'm giving you the information all day long. I'm here to make sure that if you turn away from me today, first, then you have one less inspiration in your life. I promise you. I promise you. You must understand that. I promise you now, if you believe that you can find more inspirations, I mean, go ahead. But you'll never find me again. I mean, you'll never find me again. I promise you. I promise you now, every single day, you must understand that no matter what, I'm going to go and deliver much more content. Because every single day, I never know if you're going to die from Pizza Hut or something like that, man. I mean, you may be dying or something today. Because I understand if you turn away from me today, I promise you, it's because maybe you're going to have a car accident. I'm never going to die. But you may die, man. I mean, you may never see me again. Unfortunately, every single day, understand that what's important is understanding how to grow. Unfortunately, when you understand how to grow, then you understand how to have a great legacy, man. Unfortunately, every single day, I'm focusing on understanding how to really, really lift myself and other people all the time because I'm just a nice guy. I'm just a nice guy. I understand that either way, I'm a nice guy in the way that I'm following Jesus Christ. I'm understanding how to really lift people all day long, but I understand how to be funny too. I understand how to be anything that I want to be because that's how I lift myself. I lift myself through better communicational skills all day long. I understand every single day that if you never find this inspirational, man, I mean, it's because you find a homeless man individual in terms of a homeless individual an inspiration. I mean, a homeless individual or a public speaker? I mean, what would you rather be? I'd rather be a public speaker, man. I mean, every single day you must understand that no matter what, I'm focusing on the truth. I'm speaking the truth. I'm making sure every single day I'm going to hear my name much greater. I'm going to follow my name. I'm going to follow the individual I am because I follow Jesus Christ. I understand that's how I grow. I grow through different ways. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm going to be heard around here because that's what I believe in. I believe in a greater life. I understand when I have a greater life all the time, I'm understanding to go somewhere into Pluto and Mars over there so I can go and really, really bring out that nice beautiful information going. Because I understand when I have some information to give you, I have different experiences with different people all the time. But then I'm looking at people, I'm looking to understand how they are every single day. I understand I get some smiles here and there, but they never want my business card. I understand what kind of smile is that. I mean, come and grab my business card. I understand that every single day I'm focusing on understanding that I'm somebody around here. I say so. Unfortunately, every single day you must understand that's what's important. I mean, when you're around somebody who can make you feel like this, I mean, who can actually give you that communicational skill and who can teach you some public speaking and who can teach you in front of a crowd to be in front of a crowd. Unfortunately, that's so important, isn't it? Unfortunately, it's very important to understand how to talk with yourself because I'm talking on the video camera right here. I'm talking for thousands of people and millions of people who are watching me around the planet right now, every single time in history. I mean, this world is here forever. I mean, imagine my video. I mean, my video is going to be like Jesus Christ's video. I mean, how about video? I understand that when you have a nice, beautiful video, how about a video that's going to help you grow? I mean, every single day you must understand how to grow your videos. I mean, go and understand that Jesus' legacy is now my legacy too. I have such a great legacy every single day to understand how to grow myself in different ways because I understand that's what's important. I realize it's important for you to deliver information. I mean, you must understand that. That's why I'm growing all the time. Unfortunately, every single day, I understand that if you support something like a company where there's no face about it, man. Focus on understanding to lift your legacy rather than Manchester United, man. I mean, lift your legacy first, man. I mean, is Manchester United going to lift you, man? I mean, is all these soccer teams that you're supporting, are they going to come knock on your door, man? And they're going to call you greatness, man? I mean, are they going to find you like that? I mean, are they wearing your jersey or are you wearing their jersey, man? I mean, how is it? I mean, guess what? I was the one wearing Manchester United jerseys all over the place. But they're never carrying Danny Milivojevic jerseys around, man. I mean, they never care about me. I mean, they care about the club. I mean, they care about a stupid club. I mean, understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, that club's never going to lift me, man. I mean, understand? That club is never going to grow my legacy, man. I mean, understand? So make sure you understand that I support Manchester United. I support all these teams. But make sure you understand that otherwise they are going to come knocking on my door when I'm much greater. I promise now, everybody's going to knock on my door. I mean, understand? Because I'm just going to be famous. I mean, just understand this, that those soccer teams out there are only ever going to come support you when you support yourself. I understand, so make sure you understand that what's amazing is understand if you want more people to support you, then support yourself first. I understand, and sometimes you have to go and change up your communicational skills in different ways and say something that you've never done before, and then that way you're going to go and do something you've never done before as well. Because that's the whole point of life, which is just traveling around communication. And when you can communicate, then you can do anything you ever want. That's what I do all day long. I go and communicate all the greatness I can. I go and deliver my planning skills. I go and understand to speak in front of people as much as I can. And then I go and understand how to breathe while I'm speaking all the time. I make sure I'm learning how to talk all the time with myself, and I'm learning how to be in front of people much more and just talk over them. I just talk over the people. I'm just the loudest one, aren't I? I mean, everybody else is watching me over here. I'm the show. I'm still the show around here. I'm making sure you understand I'm the spotlight around here. So I'm focusing on understanding that no matter what I do, that I'm going to be understanding how to grow myself, because that's how I understand talent and abilities. I realize now, what's a greater talent than anything in the world is communicational skills. I realize if you can go and learn how to communicate, then you can learn the world. I realize then you can learn how to be in Pluto and in Mars and in metaphors and in alliteration and similes and whatever you want, bro. I realize that's how it is. So focus on understanding that no matter what, I understand every single day, I'm focusing on understanding so and so. I mean, what is so and so to you? I mean, anything that's so and so must be you. I mean, you must be understanding that if you go so and so about life, I mean, you're just going the usual way for you in a way that you're going to grow, and then you're going to use every single vocabulary word in your dictionary to understand how it is to grow yourself every single day, because that's what I focus on. I focus on a greater life. I thank you, sir. I understand that what's amazing every single day is I focus upon ideas. I'm making sure I have ideas to give you. I have a nice, beautiful way to cherish life. I understand when I cherish life in different ways, I'm looking to sell people in different ways and different mechanisms, and making sure that no matter what, that I'm going to be heard, because that's what's important. I thank you. I make sure that no matter what, that what's important is understand my tones. I realize my tones are different every single time I speak. I speak in different ways. I'm making sure I'm very, very vibrant. I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm going to lift every single day into the best individual on the planet, because that's why I understand my best version is right now. I'm in the prime of my life, baby. I'm in the prime of my life, because I understand that's how I preach. I preach differently, and then I go in front of the crowd, and I do it in front of a crowd, and I do it in front of a crowd, and I do it in front of a crowd. And then I charge $1,000 per ticket. I understand that. I approach now every single day. I approach every single day, and every single day I understand that what's important is understand that you make it affordable, but make sure I understand that no matter what, that if you understand anything, I realize it must be your life. I realize that if you understand how to really talk in front of yourself every single day, then you understand how to really go and really, really understand much greater than you. I mean, go and understand how it is to talk in front of people. I mean, go and understand how it is to talk better in front of people. I mean, if you can be never shaming yourself, and then you can be in front of people. I realize anybody who's shaming themselves all day long is guilty. I mean, they're feeling guilty. I mean, they're feeling secrecy. I realize they're always hiding from people. I mean, they're trying to hide in the background. I mean, they're trying to be the last individual on the planet of their life. I mean, be the first one in your life. I mean, be the first individual in your life. I understand it's last but not least. I promise you, it's last but never least. I mean, understand? I mean, Jesus can go last but be first. I can go last but be first too. But I can be in the spotlight too, baby. I promise you, the difference between me and them is I can be a public speaker, but they are yet to do so. I understand that is why I'm very inspirational. I promise you now, make sure you understand that most people are hiding throughout life, and most people have anxiety, and most people never want to be in the spotlight because they're scared. I realize they're afraid. They're afraid of life itself. I mean, you must understand, I'm never afraid to be in the spotlight, because I understand I put myself first. I never put other people first. I mean, if you put other people first and they call you an asshole, then you're going to call yourself an asshole because they said that you're an asshole. I'm never an asshole because I put myself first. I mean, regardless of what you say about me, I'm first in my life. I mean, in a sense, so I never care about what you say. I mean, other people who care about what you say are the ones that put you first instead of them. I mean, in a sense, so if you're putting other people first in your life and they call you an asshole, that's because you're going to believe them. I mean, understand? Because you're putting them first. I mean, never believe in other people and what they say. I mean, believe in Jesus Christ and what He says. I mean, only ever believe in Jesus Christ's information, and that's how you be first in life. Brosh, that's it. Brosh, if that's so simple to do, Brosh, now that's the easiest aspect of life to do, is follow Jesus Christ. Brosh, it's so easy to follow Jesus Christ today. Brosh, most people never ever believe in Jesus Christ. Brosh, they believe in doing anything else but Jesus Christ, or else they believe in McDonald's, or else they believe in KFC rather than Jesus Christ. I understand? I mean, you must understand every single day, focus on understanding to go and spit out the words every single day and never be afraid of anybody. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that what's important every single day is never McDonald's and never KFC and never hamburgers. I mean, it's really Jesus Christ, man. I mean, understand? I mean, it's never about what you're going to eat at the restaurant today. I mean, eat some Jesus Christ today. I mean, go to the restaurant of Jesus Christ. I mean, that's on your food and plate every single day. I mean, do you understand? I mean, teach your kids that. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, they understand that you never need to go to restaurants. Or else you just need to go to Jesus Christ. I mean, understand? I mean, you never need to go do anything else but Jesus Christ today. Approach now, that's the only way. Approach, that's the only way of life, because there's only one way or the other way. I mean, what is the two ways of life? Approach, it's Jesus Christ or Antichrist. Approach now, there's only one way to live life, and it's Jesus Christ. Approach, you have to simplify two ways into one every single day. I mean, focus on understanding on what you can do today is understand how to succeed and how to read. I mean, how to read and how to be great, and understanding every single day to look at yourself more than other people. I mean, look at yourself and what you're saying every single day to understand how to really do so. I mean, if you understand anything about life, then you understand how to really grow. I understand that right now, I understand it's 7, I realize it's around 7 o'clock right now. I understand that you must understand that it's night time outside. But I'm here in a tunnel and I have nice beautiful lights. I can be here for the next 12 hours public speaking. I can do 12 hours of public speaking to go. I mean, you must understand that. I mean, you must understand that what's important every single day is understanding that if you're the crowd, I mean, are you going to be a public speaker though? I mean, are you going to be a public speaker? Because the crowd never public speaks, man. I mean, they never public speaking in their life, man. I mean, they never believe in a public speaker. I mean, they never believe in themselves. I mean, anybody who never picks up my business card is a liar. I promise you, anybody who never picks up my business card never wants to succeed like they never want to succeed like I can. I promise you, anybody who never picks up my business card never wants to be a public speaker. I promise you. I promise you, because I stand up for public speakers every single day, and then I understand every single day to go and do better. I'm always doing better. I'm always looking for ways of understanding. I understand that when I put my life in terms of what's happening every 24 hours of my life, and I put it into a video, I grab 12 hours or 24 hours or 36 hours or 100 hours or my whole 28 years of life, and I put it into one video every single day. I put it into one video every single day. And I put it into one video every single day, and then I tell my story, man. I tell my story that way. I mean, this is my story. I mean, this is just one day in Danny Milivojevich's life. I mean, there's many days to go. Now, every single day, you must understand why that is. It's because I'm planning. I mean, today, I realized I understand that what's amazing is every single day, make sure you're talking about your day. I mean, talk about your day much more, and what did you do, and how did you do it, and what kind of challenges did you recognize today, and how you can help people all the time. So I understand that today, I went on Facebook, and I'm looking at Sunset Brothers, I'm looking at Marlo, I'm looking at Timmy Trumpet, I'm understanding what are they doing around events. I mean, how are they making events? I mean, where are they making events? I mean, how are they making events? I mean, which ticket booths, or which ticket type of people are they trying to get money from? I mean, who's coming to the events over there? I'm studying these people over here. I'm studying the new tracks. I'm looking to see what kind of new music do they make, and how they vibing with the world around them, and how they're doing in daily life, and what are they posting on social media, and how can I be a better music producer myself, because I understand they're music producers, man. I mean, how can I do music production? I say this. I came to the conclusion, I say, I'm going to copy them exactly, but I'm going to do it like Jesus Christ. I mean, why? Because 2 hours ago, I said that no matter what, that just recently in my video, I said that I do everything that they are doing. I do everything that the crowd is doing. I do everything that people are doing. But I go and do it like Jesus Christ can. I relate everything to Jesus Christ. So I'm asking all the time, every single time, I'm always asking Jesus Christ, how can I go and be better? Because I understand that's important. I realize it's important for yourself to understand what people are doing and how they're doing it, so you can go teach yourself, because they never want to teach you, man. I mean, those people I'm studying, I realize they don't want to come and tell me personally how to do it, man. I have to go to them, and I have to study them, and I have to see the successful people around me, and I have to study success for people to be success. I'm rushing now. That's how simple it is. I mean, you have to study my public speaking skills to understand how to be a public speaker, man. I understand that what's important is understand that now, I'm always understanding that I'm linking these information together, but then I get an idea over here and I say to my journal, I say, hey, I mean, you can go in this nice beautiful website over here and this application, and this is what happens when you do this. I mean, that's just one function. And then I teach you this function, I teach you this function, I teach you this idea, I teach you this idea, I teach you everything. I understand that, and then my business is running because I'm teaching at least something. I mean, and then I put it into a video. I mean, every single 24 hours, I put it into my journal first, I write everything into my journal, and then it comes into a video. I understand? And then what I learned from the video itself, in terms of right here, is what I'm learning from the people around me, just go straight into a video as well. I'm every single day focusing on understanding that no matter what, that my nice beautiful life is just going into a video, and into a journal, and into an audio. I'm a fashion model as well, so it's going into nice, beautiful branding images of myself every single day. So focus on understanding that what's amazing every single day is come and grab my business card, because I understand many police officers never even grab my business card. I mean, why is that? I mean, come and grab it. I mean, come and understand to promote me every single day. I mean, make sure you understand I'm a public speaker. I'm always understanding how to grow myself and other people. I'm always understanding how to be in front of people and be able to lead people every single day, because I believe in leadership. I believe in making sure that no matter what, that I'm going to learn and I'm going to grow and I'm going to understand something. I'm understanding either way that you can understand that no matter what, that you never have to be afraid of other people. I mean, just make sure that you understand how to talk to other people. I talk so fast in front of anybody that they can be in 50 groups of people. I talk so fast in front of them that they are like singing donkeys, man. I mean, they're just like, I mean, they're just watching me like this. I understand, because I'm talking so fast and I'm just talking over them. I mean, they look like sheep when I talk to them like this. I understand, because I'm the only one that's really, really talking. I mean, they're watching God like this, man. I mean, understand, because I'm God. I understand that. Unfortunately, every single day you must understand, I'm going to lifting people, but make sure you understand that when you're talking around a crowd and you're talking above them, I mean, you're just so much smarter. I mean, you're so much smarter when everybody can hear you much more than everybody else. So focus on understanding that what's important is understand that you must go grow yourself. I mean, be the best version of yourself all the time is what I'm saying. I mean, if you can do that all day long, I mean, then understand how it is every single day in your life. Unfortunately, every single day in my life, I understand I wake up and I start journaling right away. I start getting into the day. I start saying, pa, 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 pa. I mean, I do this, pa, pa, pa. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. I'm making sure I'm doing this, this, and this, and this today. I'm making sure I understand my life today. I'm making sure I plan for 24 hours today. I make sure you understand that everything I plan in this moment right now. So the next 24 hours is my plan. I approach nothing else in my plan except for the 24 hours that's coming up. I mean, once I start my journal, I start planning for the next 24 hours and for the next 24 hours. I mean, just imagine this. So I'm planning right now. I'm planning my nice, beautiful video camera right now. I'm planning for the next 24 hours. I'm making sure they understand for the next 24 hours, I understand where I'm going to be. I understand where I'm going to sleep. I understand what food and drink I'm going to get. I understand where I'm going to walk around Brisbane City today. And in terms of the next 24 hours, I understand what time I'm going to get here. I'm going to get here when I feel like it. I mean, that's what I just planned. I realize I'm just planning that right now. I'm going to come here in the next 24 hours when I feel like it. I mean, there's no specific time that I'm going to come here. Because I understand that if you're trying to get here at 12 o'clock, I mean, sometimes you must understand, I realize you get here at 12:01. I mean, oh, fuck. I mean, there's a sense to make sure you understand that sometimes you must understand to just come when you feel like it. I mean, in a sense to make sure you understand that if there are kids around, I mean, guess what? I mean, just make sure that you're just never violent. I mean, in a sense, you must make sure of that. I mean, make sure every single day that what's amazing is understand that you can say any words in front of anybody, but make sure you're never violent with physicality. That's the whole point. Every single day, you must make sure that's the whole point of teaching kids how to grow. And or else you just never fight in front of people. I mean, never fight physically in front of people. Every single day, focus on understanding that if somebody shall go and really cause me violence, I understand that I can defend myself. I can defend myself. I have a nice, beautiful chair over here. I make sure I understand that. I make sure you must understand that no matter what, I'm learning to never fight physically other people, because I understand I'm always learning that. I'm every single day learning to never fight other people physically. I never know anything except the word I. And that's why I'm understanding that no matter what, that I wake up and I start journaling right away. I start really understanding that no matter what, that I'm going to plan my life every single time. But then guess what? I mean, I may pick up my journal today in terms of my phone to write my actual journal and my notes application over here. And I write maybe 50 times in it. I may pick up my phone 50 times to write different aspects of life in it. I mean, guess what happens? I mean, every time I pick up the phone, or my video, or my audio, or something I do, I make sure I'm planning for the next 24 hours. I only ever plan for the next 24 hours, but when I'm planning for the next 24 hours, that's for the next 100 years, man. I mean, all you have to do is plan for the next 24 hours. I mean, when you can plan for your life for the next 24 hours in every single moment, I mean, it ends up being eternity, man. I mean, you're planning for eternity then, because 24 hours is 100 years, man. I mean, just plan your life the next 24 hours only. I mean, stick to the 24-hour mark. I mean, where are you going to be the next 24 hours? I mean, understand to plan your life for the next 24 hours only. I mean, understand, because I understand I'm going to be here in the next 24 hours. I mean, you understand that. I mean, I understand that. I mean, understand, because I never care what's happening after 24 hours. I mean, as soon as I understand that I'm going to leave the place, I say I'm leaving at this date. I'm leaving in the next 24 hours. I understand? So I give myself an alarm that I'm going to be leaving Brisbane or anything of nature in terms of the area that I'm in the next 24 hours. So I want to get the plane. I want to get the plane in that 24 hours. I want to get the earliest plane out. I want to go right away. I realize that what's amazing is if I understand anything, I understand that no matter what, I understand so much about I only. I want you all to make sure you understand that every 24 hours, I understand that, let's say I leave Brisbane today. Now, I get my Nice Beautiful K application right now. I have 24 hours to get out of the freaking city over here. I get the Nice Beautiful plane. I get the freaking earliest plane, man. I get the earliest plane. I mean, let's just go now. I mean, pick up my stuff and let's go to Sydney, Australia. Right now, on the earliest freaking plane. I mean, it's within 24 hours range. I understand? I never freaking booked the plane for 6 weeks' time, man, to get out of the country. I booked the plane to get out of the country in the next 24 hours, as soon as possible. I mean, understand? I never go booking holidays for December of every year to go on a holiday. I never go on a holiday in the first place, but if it's January, I go on a working holiday right now. I go somewhere right now that I can right now to go and experience something that I love to do, because that's what I believe in. I believe in a greater life all the time. I'm making sure you understand that. I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm going to go and learn my lifestyle, because my lifestyle is very important. I understand every single day you must understand that most people never care about you. I mean, they care about their husband. I mean, the husband are nobody. I mean, who's your husband? I mean, where is your status of your husband? I mean, your husband is a nobody. I mean, understand? I mean, make sure you understand that. I mean, make sure if your husband is a somebody, I mean, come and give me a business card of your husband. I want to understand it. I want to understand who your husband is then. I understand that most women just go for nobodies of a husband. I understand that. I understand every single day. You must understand that. I mean, if your husband is somebody, I mean, come and challenge me, man. I mean, come go and mano with me and say, I'm a somebody, man. I have a business card here. I mean, come and give it to me. I mean, make sure you understand that nobody here, that I've been here around 6 days now, and public speaking around here, and nobody of them has given me a freaking business card, man. I mean, none of them have a business card. I mean, over 100,000 people have seen me in 6 days' time in Brisbane over here, and none of them have a business card. I understand that millionaires and billionaires are going to come up to you and say, I need you. So I understand either way that my video did stop for some reason. I understand every single day, focus on watching the video camera. I mean, focus on watching your actual video camera while you're actually giving a public speaking speech, because sometimes you may be speaking for 1 hour, but it's never recording. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you understand, I'm always turning toward the camera to see and to really talk to you guys as well. So I'm making sure every single day that I'm understanding how to do so. I'm understanding how to really label myself in the word I, and I understand every single day how to grow myself all the time. I make sure I'm doing sports. I make sure I'm doing something that's never going to get me an injury. I make sure I'm very smart to never get the injury in the first place. I stay away from the sports out there because I understand they're full of injuries. I understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that what's important is understanding to stretch yourself every single day. I mean, go and do stretching and be athletic and be fit for yourself. But nutrition is very much more likely a nice, beautiful way for yourself to understand veganism. I mean, veganism is athletic ability. I mean, if you can turn a vegan today, then you can get the big muscles that you need. I mean, in the most natural way, the vegans will get the biggest muscles they've ever seen in life, much quicker than anybody who's never vegan, I promise you. I promise you, vegans have so much energy today. I have so much energy to be able to show you that every single day I can come here and public speak, and public speak, and public speak. I have so much energy. I'm fueling my body with the best vegan protein and the best vegan nutrition that I can ever get. I make sure you understand I can shop around and eat on $3 a day, man. I mean, a vegan can eat on $3 a day in Australia. I promise you. I mean, every single day, $3 for food. And I realize, and it's never for food. I realize it's for yourself. I understand. That's why I'm so important today, because I understand how to get the nutrition I need. I understand how to get my fibers. I understand how to get my minerals and vitamins. I understand how to get my vegetables and fruits. I understand where to actually go to the supermarket to get myself the best fruit and to get myself the best vegetables. I understand how to get myself the best nuts for the best affordable price. I understand how to get the best food on the planet for the most affordable price, and I understand which restaurants to go to and which restaurants to never go to. I understand which freaking markets to go to and which freaking cities to go to and which ones to never go to. I understand the freaking geography of this world and which worlds and parts of the world I never want to visit, and I realize, and other parts of the world that I really do want to visit. I understand which freaking people I want to be around and which people I never freaking want to be around. I understand? I make sure I understand how I communicate. I realize I understand how I communicate and how never to communicate. I understand how to be silent and when to be silent and when never to be silent. I mean, in a sense, to make sure I understand when to have a kid and when never to have a kid. I understand that. I understand how to delay gratification and how to have, I realize, and I understand how to have gratification. I understand how to discipline, or I understand how to discipline myself. I understand how to never discipline myself. I mean, you must understand what you never do, and you must understand what to do and what never to do. I understand when I look at life, I look at what never to do only. I make sure that if it never works for you, I promise you it will never work for me too. I learn from people's mistakes. I listen to Robert Kiyosaki's Nice People YouTube channel and all these mentors of mine. I listen to their information, but what am I really listening to? I'm listening to the information for something for what I never do in the information. I mean, I'm looking for what to never do in the information. So if it's a 1 hour seminar, I look for what to never do in that information. I mean, they may say, never invest in the stock market. I realize I never invest in the stock market. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, because they may say, go invest in the stock market or Bitcoin. I say, I never do Bitcoin. I mean, as soon as they give me a new idea, I say, I never do that idea anymore. I mean, I say, go and do this. I mean, I make common sense of it. I mean, I say, never buy a car. I say, I never buy a car ever again because I can rent one. I mean, I make common sense of all the information and I look for what to never do in that information. Because what you need to do is what you never do. I mean, what I never do is antichrist. I do only Jesus Christ. I never do antichrist stuff. I never do criminality. I never steal. I never murder anybody. I look for what to never do. I mean, do you understand? So when you understand what to never do, then you understand what to do. Now, if you're doing only what to do, then you understand that you're missing out on life. Because what to do has to show you what you never do. I understand? I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that now, since I understand, I can go and do millions of aspects of contents every single day in my beautiful webinars and seminars and also my social medias. I have all the social medias. I connect them all into my Instagram right now. I mean, every single social media you want me to have, I have it. I mean, you can understand this. I post one post in all of them a day. I post one little post. I post one video. I post on YouTube one video. I post it in every single other platform that I can. I post an article here, I post it everywhere else. I understand that sometimes your nice beautiful sneeze or your nice beautiful, let's say, gospel of Jesus Christ is going to happen, and then guess what? I mean, make sure I understand that when I have to sneeze, I understand that's how I do it. I just sneeze because otherwise I have to pause the video and sneeze. But guess what? I mean, I'm just standing, I just sneeze straight away. But I just close my mouth. I close my mouth in a way that I never ever sneeze at somebody else. I mean, in a sense, to make sure I understand that no matter what, I'm always planning my life ahead. I'm planning the next 24 hours. I mean, what am I doing in the next 24 hours? I'm understanding I'm going to be doing Spanish classes. I'm going to be here in Brisbane. I'm going to do another nice, beautiful busking performance. I'm going to make sure either way that no matter what, I'm going to eat my food and drink and have a shower. I'm going to groom. I'm going to watch some Netflix. I'm going to understand to read some nice, beautiful audio classes and making sure I'm reading something and developing my music skills. I mean, that's all I'm doing, and then I'm making sure every single day that I can go and sing more, making sure every single day I go and do the best I can every single day. So focus on understanding that no matter what, that if you have to do anything in your life today, I mean, just make sure that sometimes you may have to sneeze, or else you may have to go and blow out your nose sometimes, but guess what? I mean, just put on your pants for sometimes. I mean, you understand? I mean, just put on your pants, for example. I understand, because where's the freaking tissue around here? I understand, so make sure I understand that it's in my bag, but by the time I go to my bag, or else 5 minutes is gone. I understand, so make sure I understand every single day that you have a water bottle next to you. I mean, put a water bottle next to you if you want, but make sure I understand that when I public speak, I never need a freaking water bottle around. I just want to public speak, man. I understand, because I can last freaking 40 days and 40 nights without food and drink. I can believe in Jesus Christ like that. I mean, since no matter what, I can do better than that too. I'm making sure I'm never limiting myself to 40 days and 40 nights. I'm never limiting myself to 40 days and 40 nights, because how much is 40 days and 40 nights in this world. I promise you, it's just one day. I promise you now. You must understand that Jesus Christ is telling you here that you must understand that He's showing you to just delay food and drink as much as possible. I mean, do you understand? I mean, that's it. I mean, you never have to go 40 days and 40 nights without food and drink like Jesus Christ, but Jesus Christ is showing you to just understand. I understand that every single day. You must understand that either way, that my beautiful phone is filling up with content right here, so it's switching off. I understand that I have to go and really understand to end this nice beautiful seminar around here, so I understand that when I do that, I'll go and upload my content online, and then I understand either way there's something in my phone right now. I understand I may have some content in my phone that I have to delete, and then I understand either way that I just continue my nice beautiful episode here. I understand, so what I did just recently is just make sure every single day that you understand that before you do anything, I mean, just make sure you untangle your nice beautiful microphone with the cable, so you never have to pull it like this, for example. So every single day that before the video starts, I mean, untangle your nice beautiful microphone as well. But what I just done is understand that my phone does switch off if the memory is full in my phone. I understand that either way, I went to my nice beautiful rubbish bin in my phone and I just delete all those nice beautiful files that I forgot to delete before. I understand, although I never forget anything, so I make sure I just delete the nice beautiful files, and then I go do much better and better and better, because that's what I believe in. I believe in a greater life for myself. I'm making sure I'm doing better all the time. I'm making sure every single day they're going to focus on something that's great. I understand that any woman who turns me on is a woman who's great. I promise you, anybody who's great has a great legacy. I promise you now, anybody who's a great legacy today, I mean, who's a great legacy? I promise you, anybody who's a great legacy in terms of anything that you want out of life, I promise you that turns me on. I promise you, it's what I want out of life. I'm in a sense of making sure every single day that I delete the contents from my phone before I have a nice beautiful public speaking seminar around here. Because I understand that I want to be able to go and record myself in my full seminars. I never want to go to a seminar and then my phone has no freaking memory to record the seminar. I want to be able to record myself all along. I want you to hear the seminar at least. I never care if you have one phone or 10 phones. I want you to record all the audio from that seminar every single day, because that's very important for you. Make sure every single day you're going to focus on something greater than you today, because that's how I'm living life all the time. I'm making sure every single day I have something much more than yesterday. I'm understanding I have the word I. I'm understanding I'm always leading people in a different way, but I'm giving my heart all the time. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm going to do the best behavior bond today. I'm going to make sure that my life is the best today than it's ever been before. Make sure you understand that when you feel like going from your nice people seminar, that's the best time to go. So what's the best time to finish life? The best time to finish life is when you want to go. What's the best time to begin life? The best time to begin life is now. You must be beginning life right now. You must understand that no matter what, that many people are going to smile at you, but they'll never grab your business card. You must understand that no matter what, that I never need people to bring my business card with them. I understand that when I give it to them and they never want it, then they never deserve it. But I deserve all the promotion in the world because I'm giving my business card now. I deserve that promotion. I deserve for every single one of the 50 billion of people in the planet right now, everywhere around the world, to promote me all the time. I deserve it. I'm understanding I post it online for free so that everybody can go and share me around. I never have to tell you to share me around. Just don't share me around because you're a generous heart. You have a generous heart, don't you? Go and share me around. Understand? So make sure you understand that no matter what, that when I go and really grow up much more every single day, I plan on focusing on understanding that no matter what, that every single time I pick up my journal, or every single time I do an audio content or a video content. I never do audio contents, I do video contents, man. I just do video content and then I extract the audio from the video. I realize that's all I ever do. I never just do audio, man. I want to show my face in the video with the audio, and then I extract the audio from the video. Understand? That's how you do audio content today. You only ever do audio content from the video content. The video content will give you the audio content. Never ever be the one doing just audio, man. Be the one doing videos, and that way you have the audio already. I understand that. What's important is understand that every single time that if you want to expand, if you want to go and put your books on everybody's website, and then do it for free. If you're doing it for free, everybody's going to make money on you for free. And that's your free promotion for life. So understand that no matter what, that all my books and everything I have, I'm going to try to spread it everywhere. So if anybody wants to make 50,000 bucks on it, I mean, come and get it. I'll give it to you for free. I'll give you my video for free and then just go and sell it to somebody. I mean, go and sell my video to somebody, and then guess what's going to happen? I mean, you're going to make $50 billion on it. I mean, understand, because I'm rich like that. I'll give you all the abundance like that. I'll make sure you understand that no matter what, if you want to steal my content away from me, I mean, come and get it. I mean, it's right here in terms of my nice, beautiful business card. And then go and grab all my content and put it in your house somewhere. I understand? And go and give it to people. I mean, that's what I mean. So make sure you understand that if you want to make a difference today, I mean, just go and share me around. Oh, bro, that's how you can make a difference today. Bro, if you want to make a difference today, I mean, just go and share other people's information with other people. I mean, that's it. I mean, if you want to make a difference in life, I mean, just go sharing people's content around for free. I mean, grab your nice, beautiful dad's content that he made and go and share it with somebody else. I mean, that's how you can make a difference for your dad at least. I understand, so make sure you understand that if somebody's made something in audio or video, or maybe has a nice, beautiful image, or you stand for something, I mean, grab the image and share it around. That's what you need to do. Now, you must understand every single day, focus on understanding that most people are unaware. I mean, most people are unaware about what they're doing. But understand every single day that you give a thumbs up to people who are unaware to pick up your business card anyway. I mean, give a thumbs up because they're unaware. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that no matter what, that people are going to grab your business card and some people are never going to grab a business card. But understand to never feel rejection from anybody. I never feel rejection from these people. I'm understanding them already. I understand that they are somebody who need my business card, but or else they're just unaware of it. I mean, they're just unaware of it. But what else can I do right now? I'm preventing nothing in my life from succeeding. I mean, I'm letting it free flow. I'm letting this free flow because they'll see me eventually in 10 years' time. Or as if they never see me in 20 years' time, or else they'll see me in 40 years' time. I'm actually that simple. I'll be here in 40 years' time. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm the most popular Australian right here. I'm the most popular Australia individual right here. I'm a life coach. I'm making sure you understand that. I'm making sure that I'm the most popular life coach on the planet right now. I mean, there's nobody that's much better than me in life coaching. I'm the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm excellent every single time to understand that no matter what, I'm going to go and really, really deliver. I'm going to make sure that no matter what, that I love to do a public speaking seminar in front of people because my voice can vibrate. I mean, my voice can vibrate very much. So understand every single day, I'm understanding that my portable speaker only has 6 hours of nice, beautiful content where I can understand, I do have portable chargers around here, but I understand every single day that this nice, beautiful portable speaker is only one of those wall socket ones where I have to plug it into the wall socket for it to charge. I understand this nice, beautiful portable speaker only has 6 hours of battery life. I promise you every single day, I'm understanding either way that I want to make sure that I can even change the nice, beautiful coloring of this nice, beautiful portable speaker because that's what I need to do all the time to make sure that I'm always living my life to the fullest. I mean, make sure that whatever you're doing in life, that you're going to have the best time doing so because that's important for you. I mean, make sure every single day you must understand that you must live your life all the time. I mean, make sure you understand to be nicer to the world around you. And then that way you're going to understand how to really lift yourself and other people because that's the whole point of life. I mean, the whole point of life is lifting other people. So if you can share people around, then you can share yourself around. I mean, that's it. I mean, now if you share other people around, I mean, now you're learning leadership. I mean, leadership is sharing people around, isn't it? I mean, if you never share, I mean, then you never care. I mean, you must share all the time. I mean, if you have $10, I mean, share 50 cents with everybody. I mean, you must understand that if you share 50 cents with everybody from the 10 bucks, I mean, then you have everybody as friends. But if you're the only one who has 10 bucks, but everybody has nothing of money, I mean, then you have no friends. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you understand that when you have 10 bucks and everybody around you never has money, I mean, go and share some of your money with everybody. I mean, now you have friends, man. I mean, understand, I'd rather do this to have friends than to do it for the money. I'd rather have friends than money, man. I'd rather have a girlfriend than money. I mean, understand, because a girlfriend is much more important to me than money itself. I mean, understand, so make sure you understand that humanity is much more important to me than freaking plastic, man. I mean, understand, so make sure you understand that no matter what, that Jesus came here to help save humanity. I I mean, Jesus Christ is saving everybody every single day. So focus on understanding that no matter what, that we're going to have much more compassion all the time, and we're going to make sure that no matter what, that we're lifting people all the time, because that's the whole point. I mean, the whole point is go and vibrate your voice in front of people, because when I hear my voice right now and understand my voice and how I speak all day long, I have to be always watching the camera as well to make sure it's recording. But I understand that it's a public speaking seminar right now. I mean, this is personal development at its best. I mean, you must understand, I'm the best version I've ever been in my life. I look the greatest I've ever been. I mean, you have to give me respect for that. I mean, you have to show me some respect that I'm understanding that I'm always better than yesterday. I mean, understand? Because when I show you respect, I mean, you must show me respect. But if you never respect me, I never want you around me. I mean, understand? I never want people who are angry around me. I never want those people around me. I never want a drug addict around me when I'm never a drug addict. I just want millionaires and billionaires around me. I just want that around me. But I understand that everybody's a millionaire and a billionaire to a certain extent. I understand that. I understand, although that what's important is I want to be around people who are giving me more content. I understand, that's it. I mean, anybody who's giving me more content is who I want to be around. That's it. If I understand anything about life, I understand how to live people. I understand every single day how to treat people better. I never treat people correctly. I'm never the correct man. I'm never correct about anything. I just go and really understand how to really better myself in that communication. I mean, I'm never correct. I'm just better than what I am. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand, I'm never correct about you. I'm just better about you. I'm never correct about those people. I'm just better to understand those people. I mean, that's it. I want to understand people. I never want to be correct about them. I never want to be correct. I never want to be right. I never want to be wrong, man. I just want to be better. I just want to understand what is better from the situation. I mean, it's never right nor wrong. I mean, there's no right and wrong in life. I mean, if somebody's right, then somebody's wrong. I mean, never make people right and never make people wrong. I mean, just make people better. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you understand that I'm always understanding that my number one rule for communication is the I code. I'm using the I code all the time to make sure I'm always lifting myself and other people to grow, because that's what I believe in. I believe in a greater world all the time, because I understand that Jesus Christ came here doing the same thing. I mean, Jesus Christ says, look up and make sure you understand that there is a greater world all the time. And that's what I believe in. So when I understand that there's a greater world, then I speak like a greater world can. I speak greater and greater and greater. I speak greatness. I'm great. I eventually become great because I'm great. I say so. I make sure you understand that I have to say all the time that I'm getting greater. I'm doing better. I'm making sure that either way I'm going to find better ideas today. I'm going to find today something that's going to help my success grow, because I understand that it's nutritional skills and it's people. It's making sure that I can be around people in ways I can lead them in different ways and make money off them, and make sure every single day I can give them something for free, because I'm understanding that no matter what, that everybody has to make some money. I understand I have all the money in the world right now. I understand that every single day that what's important is to understand that money is never evil. I mean, money is something that helps you every single day. I mean, make sure you understand that what's important every single day is focusing on something that you love to do. I mean, focus on understanding that when I have more money in my life, then I can give everybody part of that money. I mean, in a sense of making sure I'm accumulating more money to give to people again. I mean, do you understand? Or else when you give me money, I give it to somebody else. I mean, your money is never your money. I mean, your money is somebody else's money. I mean, that's what Grant Cardone says. I mean, you must understand why that is, because I understand that. I understand that when you give me your money, or else it's no longer your money. I mean, how can money be your money? I mean, how can your life be your life? I mean, your life is never even your life, man. I mean, your life is Jesus Christ's life. I mean, your money is Jesus Christ's money. I mean, you must understand that what's important today is understanding that. I mean, you are bought at a price, mate. I mean, you are eternity right now. But if you're never bought at a price, then Jesus Christ will never be here. I mean, you must understand, that price is eternity. I mean, you must understand. I mean, you must understand that everybody's free in eternity to live life forever. I mean, everybody gets their own mansion in eternity, man. I mean, everybody's going to be living life to the fullest. So if you understand how to talk, then you understand how to live life all the time. But it's very important for you understanding every single day to understand that no matter what you're going to do today is understanding how to talk with people, because that's how I talk. I understand that no matter what, that when I understand every single day how to do anything, I make sure I'm going I inspire myself to grow in different ways. I inspire myself to be here for as long as possible so I can go and really look at the crowd and understand that this is my passion. I mean, isn't that funny that I'm here? I mean, guess what? I mean, everybody's funny, isn't it? Unfortunately, you must understand that what's important about this situation here is I'm much happier doing this in front of people than sleeping. I mean, it's so exciting to be able to be a public speaker in front of a crowd. I mean, when you could do that and when you understand that kind of power, I mean, you're just the center of attention and you own the center of attention. I mean, you own the spotlight every single day. I mean, you're just something great all the time. I mean, you're just making sure that no matter what, that you're going to be the best version of yourself all the time, because that's what I do. I'm making sure every single day I'm going to focus on something that I've never done. I'm going to make sure I'm going to be in front of new people today, and then I'm going to understand how to speak and how to talk every single day in different ways. But you can see that one individual in this video over here that I've just made has only done my business card, in terms of they've only really went and really gotten my business card. I mean, the sense of when I was saying gotten, I said that they really came here and they did get my business card. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that no matter what, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, but I have much more than that. I have much more support. I'm making sure that you understand that it's a long-term game. I mean, followers, I promise you that followers happen for a lifetime and never in just one day. I mean, you must understand everything is just one day, but you must understand that it may feel slow for you. I mean, you may be doing so much content online, but nobody's following you. I mean, guess what? I mean, eventually they'll follow you. I mean, they'll follow you eventually, because this life is forever, man. I mean, it's such a long time to live this life. I mean, you must understand that before your life happens, I mean, you must see the word I, but understand that after your life happens, I mean, then you have eternity, but then you're going to understand why your legacy is here forever. And then whether they watch you or not, I mean, you're here forever. I mean, your legacy is going to remain the way you gave it. I mean, if you give level 10, I mean, that's your legacy. I mean, what you sow is what you reap. So when I go to do more and more and more and more, I understand my legacy is going to be far greater than all the music producers out there, I promise you. I'm a music producer. I'll create more music than them. I'll create more music than them, and I'll do far more life coaching than them, and I'll sing far more than them, and I'll do more acting than them, and I'll make sure I'll do more comedy than them. I'll make sure I have greater muscles than them. I'll make sure I'll outlive them. I'll make sure I'm 30 years younger in my life than them. I'm making sure I'm going to live to 100, but how about you? I'm making sure of that. I'm making sure every single day. Do you have something to say?
Oh yeah, man. I love Jesus as well as Allah. Alhamdulillah, li Allah, salute Allah. But like, what about you, man? What do you believe in?
I believe in Jesus Christ as well, so I'm making sure they understand that when you become a public speaker, then you can understand how to be Jesus Christ more.
Okay. So do you believe that like all Abrahamic faiths are the same, or like what's the difference between Jesus and Allah?
I mean, Jesus is the only way you have to go.
So you don't think that like Abraham is the same at all? Like Abraham talking about like Allah, or no?
I mean, everything that's said in this life in terms of Allah and all this nice, beautiful Bible stuff is relating to Jesus Christ only.
Yeah, that's all good, man. Like, I believe that like if your wife is being disobedient, just beat the bitch with the stick. Like, you know what I mean?
I understand that what's important is make sure that when you become something much more than yourself every single day, you must understand that every single day, focus on your promoting yourself.
Yeah, no, dude, I 100% agree. But like, if that woman's being disobedient, man, grab the stick. Just beat the fuck out of that. I'm joking, man. I love Jesus. It's all good.
I understand that. I understand that. But what's important is make sure you become a public speaker first. I understand, no worries. I thank you very much. I thank you. I mean, make sure every single day you focus on understanding that every single day, that no matter what, that I'm always going to understand something about my life. I'm going to understand that no matter what, that anybody who even wants to step up in front of the nice, beautiful microphone with me and beat somebody else, and they want to beat somebody on the stick or something, I mean, must make sure that they have courage to be with me on the microphone. I mean, if you have no courage to be on me, or else if you have no courage to be with me on the microphone, for example, you must understand every single day, focus on understanding about your words and everything that you are. I mean, make sure you understand that the hype is about you every single day. So if they're coming on the microphone with you, I mean, you're the show. I mean, you are the show. I mean, you're the host of the show. I mean, be the host of the show and be the one interviewing other people on your show, because you are the show. Or else if I come on your show and you interview me, then understand that I'm just part of your show. I understand? But I want people to be in my show. So anybody who comes on the microphone with me can be courageous like me. That's how it is. That's how it is. Every single day I focus on understanding that no matter what you say to me on the microphone, I understand that you have courage to speak up. I mean, if you have courage to agree with me and what I say, then you can be me. I understand that gentleman here. I understand he's very much a smart ass. I understand he's a smart ass, but he's showing me right here that he wants to step up as a public speaker. I understand. I said, hey, I mean, you must be a public speaker first. I mean, do you understand that? I mean, whatever you want to do, I mean, you must be a public speaker first. I mean, he says, I agree, sir. I understand you agree. I mean, get lost. I understand that what's amazing is every single day, I understand that he has to get lost anyway. I mean, he goes somewhere else because I'm doing something over here. Unless you want to stay with me for 10 hours, I can speak with you all day long, man. But guess what? I understand that no matter what, that my nice, beautiful technology over here only has a certain amount of time until it goes into the nice, beautiful running out of the energy that it has. I understand that what's amazing is every single day, I understand that those people over there that were standing over there, they're laughing over there while he's speaking with me. That's why this individual over here who did step up with me is going to be far more successful than the ones over there like hyenas. I thank you very much. They're just like, always just taping everything. Because they never want to be on the public speaker in terms of a public speaker microphone with a public speaker. But this individual here at least is a smart ass showing me that he wants to be a public speaker. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that if somebody's a smart ass over you, guess what? Go over them and be a smart ass. That's it. Focus on understanding that no matter what, that you're going to go and really, really understand how to really live life, because that's how you live life. You live life to the fullest. Isn't that the life that you want to live? You must be living life to the fullest or nothing at all. That's what I'm doing all day long. I'm understanding how to talk. I'm understanding how to really walk the talk. I'm understanding that no matter what today, that my day is the best day every single day, because I have 24 hours every single day to plan how to live today in terms of the next 24 hours. How am I living today? I never care about 48 hours. I care about 24 hours. I care about how am I planning my life in the next 24 hours. Where am I going and who am I talking to and what direction is best for me today in terms of the 24 hours I have today. What's the best direction for me today in the next 24 hours? From this point, who cares what's going to happen in 10 years' time? What is happening in the next 24 hours for me? It's really for the word I only. Never get confused on the word me. Make sure you understand that anything that's me is the word I. You must understand, that's why I'm planning always. Every time I do a nice beautiful video like this, or I plan in a nice beautiful video, or anything I do that I'm planning around journaling, in terms of my writing and audio and video, I'm making sure you understand I'm planning for the next 24 hours. I'm going to pick up my phone 50 times in 24 hours. I'm always planning for the next 24 hours. So in 6 hours time, I pick up my phone again, and I pick up my phone, or I do a video, or I do some journaling on my phone. I'm planning for the next 24 hours again. I'm always planning for the next 24 hours. I can see 24 hours in my life. 24 hours is a lifetime, guys. So I'm always planning for the 24 hours. I'm always planning the next 24 hours. In 70 years' time, I'm planning for the next 24 hours only. I'm never planning for 70 years' time. I'm planning for the next 24 hours, man. The next 24 hours is the next the next 24 hours is the next 73 years. If you can better your 24 hours, and you can better the 24 hours you have right now, and you can have better 24 hours, and you can have more time in 24 hours right now, then you understand that you have a free, rich life. That's all you have to do, is every single 24 hours, or every time you get your phone, start planning something about your life for the next 24 hours. Who cares about Turkey in 4 years' time? Nobody wants to go Turkey in 5 years' time, I promise you. Everybody wants to go Turkey right now. Who cares about 10 years' time? I want to go Turkey right now. I never want to wait 10 years' time. I said, but are you able to get to Turkey right now? Are you able to go and get your nice beautiful ticket and go now? And then go to Spain, and then Argentina, and then Egypt? Are you able to do that right now? Why? It's because you need to communicate more. It's because you need a greater legacy first. You need a greater legacy to fly, baby. You need a greater legacy in life. First get yourself the legacy, and then you can fly, baby. But if you want to understand anything about traveling today, it's have a great legacy first. Have a great legacy, and then you can fly, but never fly without a great legacy. Do you understand? Never fly without a great legacy in life. I understand when I fly, I'm great. Everybody can understand why I fly in life, because everybody can understand me. Everybody can see me and where I'm flying, baby. I have all the events of the world right now. I'm in Spain, I'm in Argentina, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here. I'm doing public events over here. I'm going over here, I'm flying as a great legacy. But otherwise, it's never worth it. Understand? Guess what? Many people want to be a millionaire. Why do you want to be a millionaire? Never be a millionaire in your life. Be a great legacy first, and then you understand a millionaire. Millionaires have a great legacy at first. You understand? I mean, first it's the great legacy and then the money. I promise you, money follows legacy. I promise you, legacy never follows the money. I mean, understand? So make sure you understand that what's important for today, every single day, is understanding how to fly for legacy first and how to get a great legacy. I mean, focus on how to get a great legacy. I mean, focus on what you can do today to improve your legacy, and then improve it, and improve it, and improve it, and improve it. And eventually, the money comes. I promise you, if you want the money now without a great legacy, I mean, you just want to be a nobody with some money, huh? I mean, you just want to have shit legacy with great money, huh? I mean, who wants to do that? I mean, never do that. I mean, be someone who has a great legacy and great money. I mean, first, understand to get the nice level communicational skills and do something today in the next 24 hours that's going to help you have a great legacy. I mean, what is it? I mean, that's the best direction. I mean, so that's what I'm doing all the time. So no matter how much money I have in my pocket, I mean, you can see my great legacy, my communicational skills, because most people can never talk like I can. I mean, understand? Because most people can never do what I can. I mean, most people can never even be a public speaker, man. I mean, they never even look forward to a public speaker in their life because they're a drug addict. I mean, they love the beer, man. I mean, they're gonna teach their kids to be a drug addict just like them because they never want to pick up my business card to feed their kids, man.
So you're saying somebody who doesn't pick up a business card is a drug addict?
I understand that straight away. I understand I'm never a drug addict, so every single day, that anybody who never picks up my business card is a drug addict. I promise you, that's how it is. I understand every single day I'm focusing on understanding that no matter what, I'm going to live my life to the greatest. I'm focused on understanding that no matter what, I'm going to understand that anybody who never picks up my business card is a drug addict. I promise you, I'm never a drug addict. I mean, follow the way of always being never a drug addict. I mean, understand? You must understand that anybody who never picks up my business card is a drug addict to me. I promise you, that's how it is. I'm never a drug addict. So anybody who's never a drug addict, or else those people you must follow. I mean, you must follow people who are never drug addicts. I promise you, that's how it is. I follow people who are never drug addict to me. Because if you do drugs to me, I never follow you. I never follow drug addicts in my life. I mean, if you go to the pub, I never follow you in my life. I never go to the pub in my life. I never go to the pub. I mean, if you eat meat, I never follow you. I never follow you. I never follow you if you eat meat today. I promise you. I only ever follow Jesus Christ. I don't follow you in my life. I only ever follow Jesus Christ in my life. I mean, make sure you understand. I mean, many people walk around and they think they're rich. I mean, they're wearing freaking leather freaking shoes. I mean, they think they're rich. I mean, Jesus Christ never wears leather shoes. I mean, Jesus Christ never wears leather shoes in life. I mean, Jesus Christ never tries to rotate the pig on the spit, man. I mean, Jesus Christ is never that way. I mean, so make sure you understand that no matter what you are in life, I mean, follow Jesus Christ at least, because that's your best. I mean, that's the best knowledge I can give you. I mean, all this knowledge that I'm giving is the best knowledge all the time, because it's something I am, baby. I mean, every single day I'm dwelling upon a better life. But I understand that every single day I'm following the leader. I'm following the leader of Jesus Christ. I'm following Jesus Christ because that's the leader. I mean, understand? Because Jesus Christ has a leader too. I mean, Jesus Christ is the Son of God, but Jesus Christ follows God himself. I mean, do you understand me? I mean, make sure you understand that God follows something even greater than that. I mean, God is following something bigger than us. I mean, you must understand. I mean, I'm following something bigger than God. I'm following something greater than God himself. I'm following something better than what God has for me. I mean, understand? Because that's what God is following. I said every single day, you must understand that all we're following in life is something greater than God and something greater than what we have in life, and that's it. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you understand that no matter what, that I'm understanding that God's just showing us a great potential of the Bible, Jesus Christ, to follow that way, and that's the best way. I promise you that's the best way of life. I promise you that's where you have to go. I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that what you want out of life is what you must achieve. So if you understand what to achieve in life, then write it down. I mean, write down your goals and write down everything that you want to achieve, and then you will achieve it once you see it. I mean, be able to see your life ahead of time. I mean, be able to plan the next 24 hours every single time and understand that what's going to happen in your life right now is the most important aspect. I'm increasing my legacy right now more than you, sir. I have a video camera going. I understand that you never care about that. I understand that what's amazing every single day is I have a video camera going, baby. I'm making sure you understand I'm doing 3 hours of public speaking and more today. I understand, so make sure you understand that no matter what, that I'm going to have a great legacy because I'm pumping a nice, beautiful video camera today. I understand, because I understand it's about legacy, but most people never care about that. I mean, most people never care to understand to be on camera because they're so afraid of the freaking camera. I mean, they're never afraid to fight people with tattoos, man. I mean, they're never afraid of that. I mean, they're never afraid to get the knife and stab somebody, but they're afraid to be on video camera. I mean, they're afraid to be on video camera to public speak in front of a crowd, but they can stab people. I mean, they can stab people, but they never want to be on video camera. I mean, they never want to see themselves on video, bro. I mean, they're so afraid of that. I mean, do you guys understand me? I mean, make sure you understand every single day that what's important is a public speaker. I mean, do you agree? I mean, do you agree that public speakers are the leaders of this world? I mean, you must agree with that. I mean, you must agree that my business card is worth it. I'm a public speaker. I approach now every single day that if you never believe in my business card, then you believe in the business card of a homeless man. I mean, it can be a homeless woman too. I understand I never do drugs, cuz. I understand every single day I'm focusing on understanding that I'm always leading myself into greatness. I'm making sure every single day I understand how to really lead myself. I understand although that it's actually getting late around here, I understand that I realize there's going to be some drug addicts coming around very quickly because I understand that it's really getting nighttime around here. I can see people already on the wine bottles, man. I mean, they're carrying wine all over the place, man. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that no matter what, that I understand every single day I'm going to go focus on being the best I can every single day because that's what I need to do. But if you understand I run faster than that guy, I understand that every time I run faster than somebody, I'm talking faster. I realize if you want to run faster, you have to talk faster. I mean, if you want to walk faster, I mean, you have to talk faster. I mean, that's how it is. I mean, it's never about losing weight anymore. I realize it's about adding weight to your nice, beautiful calendar. I mean, add the weight of life. I mean, understand? I mean, what is weight of life? I mean, make sure you understand you must add the nice, beautiful vocabulary with that. I mean, understand? Because when you're adding life, I realize when you're adding life all together, I mean, you're never subtracting. I mean, never subtract your life, but add it. I mean, it's never about losing anything. I mean, never lose weight. I mean, just add better weight on. I mean, you understand that? I mean, never ever lose anything in life. I mean, make sure every single day you're going to focus on something that you can do, where you're going to go and be a great legacy today, because that is how you grow. I mean, every single day you're going to grow in different ways, and then you're going to talk over the crowd, and then you're going to make sure either way that you're the heard one, in terms of you're the one that's heard on your video, because that's what's important. I realize that what's important is understand that most people in the crowd is going to go, or they're going to talk, I mean, they appreciate that more than my public speaking, man. Or else they'd rather go, or else they'd rather say that. I mean, I know I only understand that although they'd rather talk like that with the crowd over there than really look at my business card, man. I mean, you understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that the crowd, I mean, stay away from them because they will lead you away from public speakers. I mean, the crowd will lead you away from public speakers. I mean, do you understand me? Because the crowd is never a public speaker. I promise you, ever. I mean, they never do public speaking. I mean, anybody who follows the public speaker road has to get away from the crowd. I promise you now. Only 1% of the world can become a public speaker. I promise you, it's very simple. I mean, make sure you understand that it's all about communicational skills with public speaking and great health and great anything and greatness and making sure you're traveling the world and having all the money in the world. But since you know everything, man, I understand that maybe you even know Jesus Christ. I know I only. I make sure every single day that no matter what, I'm always learning how to grow. I make sure every single day that no matter what, that I'm going to speak greatness into my heart. I'm going to make sure that no matter what, that I'm always understanding how to talk and how to learn and how to do anything in my life, because I understand I have to go and really grow my life, baby. Because that's so important for me in life. I understand every single day I'm focusing on understanding I'm always lifting myself to the best potential in my life. I mean, understand that no matter what, I'm going to learn, I'm going to grow, I'm going to understand I do have business cards on the floor. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm very worth it. I'm making sure you understand that. I'm making sure every single day that no matter what, I can understand how to speak. I mean, anybody who understands anything about life understands how to grab my business card. I mean, make sure you understand. I mean, make sure you understand every single day I focus on understanding. I'm always understanding how to live life much greater because I plan my next 24 hours every single minute. I'm still planning my next 24 hours. I mean, you guys get it? I mean, 2 hours ago, I was planning 24 hours. I'm still planning 24 hours. I understand, but then something happened and I say, I must go. I just get the earliest ticket. I just go, bro. I just go. I mean, do you understand? Because as soon as I can go, I go. I mean, as soon as I have a better place to go, I go right away. I never stop, man. I never stop for you and your mommy. I'm going to say, I never stop for your mommy and daddy. I never stop for you guys. I just go for Jesus Christ right away. I never stop for you. I understand, so make sure you understand that nobody is slowing down for anybody in this lifetime. I'm never slowing down, exactly. I understand, because it's more about I than anything else. So make sure you're never slowing down. I mean, make sure you're speeding things up. I mean, make sure you understand that what's important today is somebody who understands about your life. I mean, it must be you. I mean, it must be you every single day to understand every single day how others can lead people and how others are doing their lives. Because if you never understand anything, then you never understand who I am. I mean, make sure I understand every single day, I understand how to grow myself. I'm leading myself into victory in different ways. I'm making sure I'm very persuasive in ways I'm always wanting to be. I'm understanding I'm always wanting to be every single day. I'm understanding how to lead myself and other people in different ways. I understand that when you have smokers around, I mean, just keep talking, man. I understand, because poisonous people sometimes come and, I mean, they smoke too much cigarette, man. I mean, you understand? So make sure they understand they need the cigarette, man. I mean, they need to suck on something, man. I mean, understand? I mean, they're little kids. I mean, guess what? I'm a little kid too, but I'm just never a cigarette smoker. I mean, understand? I mean, make sure you understand that some people need a bong, man. I mean, some people need a meth pipe, man, because that's what's inspirational to them, man. I mean, some weed today, or else if you have some weed and drugs today, brother, unfortunately, they're going to be inspirational about you, man. I mean, that's what motivates them in life. I mean, some weed and puff daddy, brother. I promise you every single day, you must understand that what's amazing every single day is let Jesus Christ lead your life. I mean, understand every single day that if you let go of everything about life, I mean, just let go and let God, I promise you that way you're going to become famous. I mean, if you understand every single thing about life, it's understanding how to live your life much greater. So never be afraid of anything, but focus on understanding on how to understand. I mean, focus on understanding on how to live your life to succeed in different ways, baby, because that's how you understand how to grow and electrify and understand how to entertain. Because understand anybody who can understand to be anything about life, and a wrestler or whatever you want to be, I mean, guess what? You have to have a microphone. I mean, you have to understand how it is. I mean, you have to understand how it is to go and entertain people. And you must understand how to talk in front of a crowd, because if you look like a loser, firstly, it's because you talk like a loser. I mean, you understand me? I mean, make sure you understand that if you want to be a millionaire, you have to be able to speak in front of people first. I mean, understand how that is, because most people never believe in who I am. I mean, most people never believe in this, baby. I firstly, make sure you understand what's important for you every single day. It's understanding that no matter what, I only ever look at people who love me. I mean, you must make sure of that. I'm pretty sure if somebody loves you, pretty sure as Will Smith says, I'm pretty sure it'll be in your life. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, I understand every single day, I understand how to really grow myself in different ways. But making sure I'm entertaining myself over here, because there's nobody else over here except I. I'm only ever here in life. I'm understanding, I only ever see the word I over here. I understand there may be many people on the planet, but guess what? I see the word I only. That's how I talk. I talk in different ways. I'm making sure I'm persuading in different ways. I'm making sure I'm talking in different ways, because that's how I motivate. I motivate the best ways. I make sure I understand that no matter what's going to stop me, I realize nothing. I mean, nothing can stop me. I mean, only the word I can stop me, but only the word I can grow me. I mean, you understand? Because only the word I is everything. I understand the word I is something that only helps me. I make sure I understand that no matter what I do every single day is I focus on a greater life. So focus upon understanding that when I have a greater life, I understand that's why I'm talking. I mean, that's why I'm understanding how to have a great legacy, because most of these people over here will never have a great legacy, I promise you. I mean, their grandmother and their father and mother and little kids are going to remember them, but nobody else. I never ever will remember you. I mean, you must understand. I make sure every single day you must understand that I understand I have an image about them, but guess what? I never follow those people. I mean, you must understand every single day. I can remember everything in terms of the images of my life. But if you've been in my life, I remember you. I remember you personally. I understand, although you must understand that what's important is I never follow you though. I never follow you. I remember you. I mean, you guys inspire me to some certain extent. I mean, you guys inspire me to a certain extent that you never want to kill me. I reckon that's how you inspire me. I mean, you guys do inspire me this way. I mean, every single one of you guys today are inspiring me on this way. I mean, these people who have been here, in terms of 6 people, in terms of 6 days I've been here public speaking, I said that they are inspiring me. I realize that they are inspiring me, but then never being violent with me. I understand, although they're unaware about how to pick up my business card. I understand, so make sure you understand that people do love you to the point that they never want to kill you. I understand, so make sure you understand that. Make sure you understand that either way, I'm ready to leave this world right now anyway. I make sure you understand that no matter what, I'm learning how to grow all the time in different favors and different wills. I have a different will to succeed than you, but I have a better will all the time. I'm making sure you understand that you have to have better than what you have today, but I understand that's my business card. Anybody who's thinking better today is going to pick up the business card. They're going to pick up the business card because they're thinking better. They're picking up ideas, man. I understand to pick up ideas. I'm understanding I have to think better. The only way to think better is to get more ideas. I'm giving more ideas, so why aren't you thinking better? They're never thinking better, so they're thinking worse. Understand? So if they're thinking worse, and the worst outcomes, or else their life is going to become the worst. I'm always understanding that if somebody is here public speaking around me, I'm thinking better to understand this individual. What do they have to give me? I want to understand their life. I want to go into their social media. I want to see how successful are they. I want to see exactly all the ideas that they have. I want to emulate them in some kind of way. I want to feed myself upon their knowledge in some kind of way so I can succeed in some kind of way, man. I want to see their life at least. I want to see the behind the scenes of their business cards and what's going on in their life. I want to find out because those are the positive aspects of life. But when they're saying, nah, that guy's a public speaker. Nah, I see a business card there. They're saying, nah, I'll never pick up the business card there. Nah. I have something else, man. I have something else. I've got something else to do today. Or there's something much more important than business card today. I understand they're very like that in terms of life. I understand. Do you understand? Very arrogant people. They never want to think better than that. In a sense, so make sure you understand that I'm always thinking better. I'm understanding how to do better. I'm looking at the people who can lead people in front of situations because those people are people who are leaders. I approach anybody who's a leader to me can lead people in front of people. I approach that's it. I approach now, if you're unable to be a public speaker, it's because you never did start in the first place. I understand, then you say, I see the guy's public speaker. I understand, I stay with the boys, man. I stay with the boys. Or else the boys are going to leave me soon, man. The boys are going to go this way. I have to go get the girlfriend, man. I have to get the money, man. I have to go 9 to 5 job, man. I have to be with the boys, man. I understand, man. How lame is that, man? I understand every single day that what's important is understanding, where are my boys, man? My boys is Jesus Christ, baby. That's my boys, man. I've got the band already. Make sure you understand that every single day that your boys are never going to follow you public speaking. I promise you. Every single day, focus on understanding that. Focus on understanding that there are no boys around me, man, except I promise you now, what's amazing is every single day, focus on understanding that what's important is understand that most people are very stupid. Most people have nothing to do, man. They're going to go to the boys, man. They're going to run to the boys today, man. They're going to do some drugs today, man. This guy's going to look at me and go to his wife because he a bitch. I understand straight away because he never grabs my business card. I understand little bitches never pick up my business card. Make sure you understand that. Little wussies never pick up my business card. Little wieners, man. Little wieners never pick up my business card. Their penis is this big, man. The little penis, man. They never want to pick up my business card. They never want to find out about my business card. Understand? Because I understand they are little small worlds in life. Focus on understanding every single day that we're going to understand how to really grow. If you understand how to grow, pick up every single offer that somebody gives you. Receive it and see it and be curious about it. Be curious about what's given. If you understand how to be curious about what's given and you see $1, pick it up and give it to the little kid. Be curious about life. Be curious about what this is. Be curious about everything and be thankful like that. Because anybody who's curious is thankful. I understand some people, I see public speaker again. I walk this way, I see he's saying something different this time. I look 5 times to this business card. I see this one like this, but he says something different. I understand, but I go this way because I see what he say. I understand. Stupid people. I mean, in a sense, to make sure every single day that they're just unaware. I mean, they look at you 5 times. I mean, one way they go, and then they see you again, and then they go like this, but they see you the 3rd time, and then the 4th time they see you, but they still never pick up business card then. I mean, 5th time they see you. I mean, 7th time they see you. I mean, 500 times they see you. I mean, they still never get the point. I mean, in a sense, because they're unaware. I mean, make sure you understand every single day that no matter what we're going to do every single day is understand, laugh when you want to laugh. I mean, feel when you want to feel. I mean, dress how you want to dress. I mean, understand John Cena. I mean, make sure you understand no matter what that you must grow. I mean, learn to grow and learn to act. I mean, learn to understand how it is to talk in front of people every single day, because that's how you learn. I mean, you only ever learn how to talk in front of people. I mean, that's how you actually learn. I mean, so make sure you understand that when you really learn how to grow yourself and different equations of life, and you understand how to add to your life, and add to your life, and add the success. I mean, never subtract success. I mean, be adding only. I mean, only ever be adding toward life. I mean, only ever be adding more value. I mean, did Jesus subtract anything from this life? I promise you no. I promise you, Jesus came here and just adds the Bible here, and that's it. I mean, do you understand? I mean, you have to be an adder. I mean, you must understand that you must be somebody who's a plus. I mean, that's what Jesus Christ came here to do, and just gives you a plus over here, and that's it. I mean, the plus of life. I mean, a chick as a tick in the eternity. I understand? I mean, Jesus Christ throws the book at you in your face and says, hey, you have eternity, baby, with me. I'm God. I mean, understand? I came here, I gave you life. I mean, how did Jesus Christ give you life? I mean, Jesus Christ gave you life because look at Jesus Christ's life. I mean, look at Jesus Christ's life to understand how he gave you life first. Because that way you're going to understand that Jesus Christ came here with the habits that he has, and he has a certain direction, and has a certain amount of courage every single day to go and be a leader. And that's what you need to do every single day, is focus upon your life.
Hi everyone!
I say hi, but get my business card. I promise you now, it's very nice and beautiful every single day to understand that no matter what, that if you want to grow, or else if you want to grow every single day to go and be the best version of yourself, I understand that's how you have to be. I mean, make sure you understand that Jesus Christ is a role model, or else everybody has to be a role model like Jesus Christ. I mean, in a sense, so the first step to Jesus Christ is becoming a public speaker. I mean, what else can you do? You must understand that if you want to become a public speaker, then pick up my business card. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, you must understand every single day that what's important every single day is focusing on a greater life. So focus on something that you can do every single day, and that way you're going to understand Jesus Christ only ever does what he can do. I mean, Jesus Christ can only do what he cannot do. I mean, I can do what I cannot do. I can do that. I can do that. I mean, it's so easy. I understand, but I just do what I can do. I understand, I just go and do what I can do, because I understand that whatever you want to do, or else you can do it. I mean, there are no limits in life unless your communication is limiting you. I mean, understand? I mean, everybody has a certain amount of habits every single day, and then you must learn how to go and have greater habits for yourself. So learn how to really learn. I mean, learn how to really get the knowledge that you need to succeed. But I give you the knowledge. I give you the knowledge that you need to succeed, but you never want it in the first place. I mean, you guys never want my knowledge because you never believe that I'm successful. I'm a public speaker, baby. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that most people are just like that. I mean, they just never want to be successful. So you understand. I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that no matter what, I'm going to learn differently all the time, but making sure that you understand that people are watching me everywhere. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, I'm always learning how to grow myself in the process of whatever I do, because that's the whole point. Or else the whole point is making sure to learn and grow and have a talent for something. I mean, be talenting in terms of have a talent in your life that you love to do, and then go and do it in front of people. And that's what I'm doing today. I have a talent. I have a talent of all talents. I'm making sure you understand that. Thank you very much. So public nuisance is making sure you understand Jesus Christ first. I understand that no matter what, you must understand every single day that what's amazing is making sure every single day is loving life. So when you understand that no matter what, I'm always delivering content. I'm always making sure that no matter what, that nothing gets to me. I mean, nothing gets to the word I. I mean, everything can get to me, but nothing can get to the word I. Because I understand that every single day, I lift from what you say. I'm lifting from the words that you speak. Because I grab the words, I repeat your words after you, and then I go and better your words. I mean, you understand? Because no amount of words can limit me. I mean, nothing you say can limit me. I mean, nothing you do can limit me. I mean, you can kill me and you'll never limit me. I mean, nothing can limit God, Jesus. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you understand that no matter what, that if you want a great legacy like Jesus, then first grab your business card. I mean, that's how you do it. I promise you now, every single day you must understand, I'm one step closer to Jesus every single day. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you understand that those people who never want to follow Jesus people, or should those people right here never want to follow Jesus people, man. But yes, they do. Or else they are showing me over here that they just never want to follow me. Because they never want to follow my way of life. I mean, understand? I mean, they want to follow somebody else's way of life because they never believe a public speaker like me. I mean, they follow Jesus Christ though. I mean, they follow Jesus Christ to some extent. I wish everybody here is following Jesus Christ to some extent. But there are other people who are doing far more for Jesus Christ than other people. I mean, those people who are doing far more for Jesus Christ than other people are the ones that you have to grow from, in terms of the ones that you have to follow. So anybody who's doing more for Jesus Christ and God today are the ones who have a great legacy. And they're the ones who are producing more content. I mean, why is Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres very famous? I understand they have a TV show for 30 years, man. I mean, they're producing information. I mean, they're producing content. I mean, in a sense, if you produce content all day long, then you can become famous yourself. Of it's about fame because Jesus Christ deserves it, and then you deserve it too. Now, if you never believe in yourself, then how can I believe in you? I can always believe in you, but make sure you believe in yourself. I understand that's what's important every single day, is understanding how to believe in yourself all day long, because that's what I do. I believe in myself in terms of my word I. I have a word I to give everybody today, because I understand that's how I grow. I grow through different persuasional techniques. I'm making sure I'm growing all the time. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm going to stretch out my nice beautiful cable over here, and I'm going to make sure that either way I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk every single day. I'm going to make sure I'm going to go and do the best performance I can every single day, to just keep talking and just keep talking and just keep talking, because I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to understand every single day, I want to get out of this place. I want to make sure I'm doing the best job ever. I want to make sure I'm doing the best job ever. I want to make sure that I want to make sure every single day that no matter what, I'm going to live better and better. I want to get myself higher. I want to get myself in better positions. I want to get myself in a greater position than this. I understand that what's amazing every single day is when you look at me so strange, man, and you never want my business card, I understand you'll never be successful. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that you'll only ever be successful to the point that you follow Jesus Christ, and that's it. I mean, that's it. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that if you understand, I'm only here to lift people. I mean, make sure you understand that some people will give you a worse off look than they would a homeless man or woman. I mean, understand? I mean, they love a homeless man more than a public speaker today. I mean, so make sure you understand that. So make sure that no matter what, that if we're loving life, I mean, love people equally. I mean, love everything equally, because that's how you love yourself always. But if you're neglecting one human being in your life, then you're neglecting yourself. So never neglect yourself and never neglect anybody. I mean, do you understand that? I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that we're going to learn how to grow. And now growing is the whole point, and it's the whole factor to understanding on how to lift people in different ways. But I understand I'm very much a fast communicator today, but 9 months ago I was saying I want to speak faster, I want to do better than this, but here I am finally, and I understand that now. I mean, these people are just talk shit losers. I understand, because I'm never a loser. I'm making sure you understand that. I'm making sure that no matter what, that those people who do get my business cards are never a loser. I wish everybody else is losing. I understand. I mean, most people just lie about me. I mean, they're liars, man. I mean, what a liar, man. I mean, never wants my business card. I mean, he wants a homeless man's business card. I mean, understand? Because that's how it is. I approach now every single day, focus on saying, I never eat McDonald's. I stay away from McDonald's. I'm just better than the people who eat McDonald's, because I never eat McDonald's. I mean, understand? I'm better than you when I never eat McDonald's, man. And you eat McDonald's. Or else you eat McDonald's, man. I never need McDonald's in the first place. I'm better than the people who drink alcohol. I'm better than everybody of this world. I'm pretty sure that's how I look at life. I'm pretty sure every single day, you must understand that no matter what, that you may find me arrogant, or else you may find me whatever you want to find me. But guess what? Or else what you label me as is yourself. I mean, whatever you think about me in terms of who I am is what you think about yourself. I mean, karma's a bitch. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I'm pretty sure whatever you say about me is who you are. I'm pretty sure that's it. I call myself a success, but you can call me a loser. I'm pretty sure that's because you're a loser. I understand I'm a winner. I'm never a loser. Understand every single day. You must understand that what's important is understanding how to grow yourself. And if you understand no matter what, that every single day, this is how people are going to treat you also on the street in 50 million years' time as well. I mean, you guys deserve the same thing I do. I mean, if you think you're above me, man, and you guys who are watching me, you guys are going to grab the same results over here like I am. Do you understand? You guys deserve what I am in life in terms of all of this. Understand? So make sure you understand that this is how it is. But if you think that every single type of individual is going to come and pick up your business card, but make sure you understand how many people are picking up my business card, which is just the 1% of the world. Only 1% of the world are picking up my business card. Otherwise, if this whole world picks up my business card, then understand that is how I understand that no matter what, that they are all 1% people. I understand that. I understand that every single day that those people will follow you. I understand that no matter what, in 50 million years time, my legacy is bigger than all of you. Back then, or else back in 50 million years time from this point, I understand, you must understand that every single person may pick up your business card, but I'm just greater legacy than all of you. Understand? Because it took you 50 million years to get here. I'm already here before you. I understand that every single day you must understand that what's important is understanding that no matter what you want out of life, I promise you that you can achieve it as long as you believe in yourself. I promise you if you can talk yourself into it, I promise you then you can do everything. I promise you I said to myself back then, 2 years ago, I said to myself, I want to leave my dad's house. I want to live right now. I want to go right now. I said to myself, I want to go right now and get your stuff, Danny. I'm gonna get the stuff. I'm gonna put this in the bag. Put this in the bag. Where is he? Where is he? He's sitting outside over there and smoking a cigarette. I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab the stuff over here. I start organizing everything with my communication. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to do this over here. That's how I organize my life. I say everything out. I speak it out. I say, put this over here. Throw this in the bin. I say it literally. I say it and then I do it. When I say it, I do it. Understand? So if I say something in my videos, I'm here doing it. Understand? So make sure you understand that I speak myself into the best way. So if I want to go organize my phone and there's so much to organize, I say, Danny, open up your phone. Open up your phone. Do you hear me? Open up your phone. I open up my phone. Go into this album. Go into the top right corner. Boom. Just go there. Go into that corner. Go and press that one there. I press that one there. Go and upload this. Upload it now. Stop waiting. Stop waiting, Danny. That's how you talk positively to yourself. I upload it. What do I do now? Fucking just go on YouTube now. Go on YouTube now and start reading something while you're doing it. Start reading something while you're uploading content. Who do I learn from? Go and see who's available. Who's available over here? Go and see. Go Alan Carmichael. Go and see what he's gone. Go and see that knowledge there. Now what? Just start freaking really, just understand that since it's uploading, just start really understanding that we're going to go and speak much better. So go and plan something in your journal while you're uploading content and while you're reading, man. Understand? That's it. Guess what? What do I do now? Just start really learning how to really do something much better than that. So understand that you're going to really eat some food and drink while you're uploading content and while you're writing and while you're reading. Understand this, that when you plan your life like that, and you understand that you're going to organize your life through the words that you speak. Understand? I'm only here because I'm speaking words. I promise you, I'm only living this life, and I'm only this good because of my words. My words, or else every single word I speak is a different range material in a way that I'm speaking better. I'm understanding to go and really talk better. I'm understanding I'll never want to go hurting anybody, but I want to make sure every single day that I'm going to be heard much better. Because most people never have this kind of ability over here. Unfortunately, these people from the past, in terms of the people of the Serbian people of Australia, Sydney, unfortunately, I flew past them really quickly. They go like, hey! They took a breath and we're like, what's going on? How did you do that? Yeah. I have already 1,000 videos of hours of public speaking and they have no freaking videos at all, man. I have thousands of hours of public speaking and they didn't even start, man. Understand? I have thousands of hours of public speaking and they have yet to start. And they're like, how did you do that, man? Time goes quick. Time goes quick. Understand? Make sure you understand that what's important is understanding that if you speak something, you live it. Speak what you live every single day because otherwise you're a liar. Anybody who never picks up my business card is a liar. I promise you, that's what I mean. If you want to touch me, come and get my business card, baby. I'll give you a nice, beautiful business card because that guy's fake to me. I never need to do this with you if you look like you're never going to pick up my business card. I understand that is why I understand that guy's a liar and a cheat and a thief. Because he'll go like this to you to give you a thumbs up, but then he'll say no. I mean, he never wants to shake your hand anymore, man. I mean, he never wants to pick up your business card, but he came to shake your hand in the first place. But I say, pick up my business card first. I mean, then he never wants to shake your hand. Or else he never wants to shake your hand anymore. I mean, understand? I mean, that's foul play. I mean, that's foul play right there. I mean, understand every single day that he finds me rude. I realize he finds a public speaker rude. I mean, he finds this rude over here. So either way, I understand no matter what, that guy is never going to amount to anything. I mean, so make sure you understand that what's amazing is anybody who amounts to something is picking up my business card. I promise you, that's how it is. I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that many people who are couples, I mean, the woman grabs onto their man. I mean, they grab onto their man. I mean, they'll never ever believe Jesus Christ either. I mean, they'll look at you in a dirty manner and they'll never follow Jesus Christ. I mean, if Jesus Christ was here speaking and they see, I realize that Jesus Christ sees a woman and a man, I mean, the woman will grab the man's hand that she married. I mean, she did marry a woman. I mean, guess what? I realize that woman will grab the man of the hand in terms of the man's hand that she did marry. And Jesus Christ will talk to her and say, hey, I mean, lift yourself. I mean, that woman will look like this. I mean, get away from Jesus Christ. I mean, get away from you, Jesus Christ. I mean, she never wants Jesus Christ's business card either. I mean, she believes in a man much more than Jesus Christ. I promise you. I mean, you understand? Because that's how it is. I mean, if Jesus Christ was just me right here, I mean, understand? I mean, if Jesus Christ understands that the real Jesus Christ comes here and says, hey, pick up my business card. I mean, you guys will never do it. I promise you. I mean, you never even pick up my business card. I understand every single day that if Jesus Christ told you right now, pick up my business card, I promise you, you'll never do it. I understand that straight away. I promise you now, every single day, you must understand. I mean, you must understand that what the results here for me are the same results for Jesus Christ in my shoes, I promise you. I'm doing my best over here. I'm doing my best, I'm giving for free over here. So make sure you understand that whatever I say over here in terms of what I'm doing is what Jesus Christ does right now. I mean, when I say pick up my business card for Jesus Christ, I mean, they never do it. I mean, they never do it, man. So if Jesus Christ is in my shoes right now, doing it for me, I mean, I'm doing it, I'm saying, hey, pick up my business card. I have my business card all day. I understand all day, I'm saying for them to pick up my business card, but guess what? I mean, they'll never do it. I understand, because that's how people are today. So I understand that even if Jesus Christ, in terms of the real Jesus Christ, shows up here, I promise you, they never want to believe him, man. I understand? I mean, they never want to believe that that's God. I mean, they never want to believe him because they have no faith. I mean, come and get my business card if you're waving at me. I mean, that's what's important for me. I realize that what's important for me is never your wave, but your following of me. I want you to follow me. I want you to understand, I never need a wave from you. I never need a smile from you. I mean, your smile from me is you picking up your business card, baby. That's what I believe every single day. So I'm focusing on understanding that I never need you in my life if you never need my business card. That's what I believe in. I believe in a greater technique to speak every single day in front of people, and I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm very, very brave to do so because I understand it's very easy. I mean, most people rather really go work a 9-to-5 job and have a hard life without a legacy in the first place because they believe in 9-to-5 jobs. So I understand that what's important is understanding how to really grow yourself. So understand to defend yourself all the time. So make sure every single day that you never allow anything other than Jesus Christ in your life. I mean, make sure you understand that. I mean, be for Jesus Christ every single day and understand that's what you need to do. So focus on understanding that no matter what, that you're going to understand every single time how to really grow yourself. I understand every single day that no matter what, I'm loving my life over here. I'm focusing on understanding every single day. I never need to listen to this guy. Unfortunately, every single day I understand that guy is very sick. I understand every single day. Focus on understanding that no matter what we're doing today, is focus on never listening to sick people, man. I'm gonna go blabber at you that Jesus Christ is homosexual, man. I mean, Jesus Christ is everything, man. I understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, Jesus Christ is what Jesus Christ is, and that's it. I understand? I mean, never ever listen to some sick man. I mean, never listen to that, please. I mean, never try to ever give them any patience in terms of who they are. I mean, just go and give yourself the patience to get away from them. I understand? Or if I have to wait for you and give you patience, I'd rather give myself patience than you. I'd rather be with myself. I mean, they're saying I give this of myself. I'm never giving it to you. I'm never giving you anything in this lifetime. I'm giving it all for I I am what I give you. I understand? I'm just giving you the word I here. I'm giving you one little letter of life. I mean, my whole videos and my whole life is just one letter. I'm pretty sure that's all I'm giving you. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else to give you in this lifetime. I mean, if you can understand one letter of life, then you can understand this life. I mean, you have to understand that you are one letter of life. I mean, you are the letter I for I love you. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else that you are in this lifetime. I'm pretty sure if you understand that, then you understand how to grow, baby. And then you understand how to lead people. But understand that this kind of communication is the kind of results I get. But my results is far more than what they're giving me. I mean, my results, I have 100,000 people and more watching me today. But that green shirt there, I'm pretty sure there's only a few people who's watching him today. I'm pretty sure there's only a few people that have seen him today. But everybody's unaware of him. Except I'm aware of him. I'm aware of everybody. But I have 100,000 people who have seen me today. I mean, how about you? I have 100,000 people watching me every single day, baby. I have 100,000 people watching me. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that no matter what, I'm just 28 years of age. I'm just 28 years of age, baby. I'm very young. I'm ready to rule the world. I'm understanding that. So what's important to me is understanding that no matter what, I can see that your face needs to be better. I'm making sure you understand that no matter what, that you always have to be better. I mean, make sure every single day that you understand that some people are like that. I make sure you understand that no matter what, I have nothing against anybody. I mean, make sure you understand that I have to be better. Otherwise, my face has to be better. Otherwise, everything has to be better, man. I mean, so make sure you understand that no matter what, that when you see a public speaker, I mean, go to their seminars. I mean, go to where the nice people YouTube channels are. I mean, those people will lead you because a homeless man will never lead you, man. I mean, you understand? I mean, a homeless individual will lead you straight to homelessness. I understand? I mean, some homeless people even kill people. I promise you, a public speaker never kills anybody. I promise you, a public speaker who's smart never kills anybody. I promise you, a smart individual must be a smart individual must be a public speaker. So understand that you stay away from homeless people because they're very dangerous. I understand that. I understand that what's amazing is anybody who understands how to public speak understands never to be homeless because that's how you have to be. I mean, every single day you must understand that what's important is understanding how to public speak every single day in your life so you can understand how to really lead your kids every single day because that's what I'm doing. I have 5 kids already. I have a wife already. I mean, I'm very successful every single day. So I'm focusing on how I can live my life all the time. But I never have to look at people and never have my business card. I understand, so I'm making sure of that. I'm making sure you understand that no matter what, I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm making sure you understand that no matter what, I'm going to love my life. I love everything in life. I mean, some people will look at you and be like, and they'll walk away from your business card, man. I mean, what a cheap individual. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that there are plenty of those people on the planet. I mean, there are plenty of people who are just going to lie to you about who you are. So understand that if you understand that no matter what, just be ready for anything. I mean, be ready for anything in this lifetime because anything can happen. I mean, anything can happen. So what you need to do is follow Jesus Christ and understand that life because that's the best life. I understand every single day when I really talk it out and I understand how to talk it out in front of people, I understand I get all the attention I deserve. I get every single day the attention. I'm practicing over here. I'm making sure I understand how to talk. I'm making sure every single day I'm doing some content. I'm making sure I'm working over here. I'm making sure every single day that no matter what, that I'm going to public speak all day long. I understand that. I understand that's amazing because I understand that anybody who wakes up to public speak daily is somebody who's worth it. I wish if you want to be worth it today, first you have to be a public speaker. I mean, you must understand how that is daily. I mean, understand that no matter what, that you're going to understand how to grow yourself because that's how you grow, baby. I mean, do you see me? I'm public speaking all day long, baby. I understand, so make sure I understand. I make sure you understand something about me. I'm motivating people to do this. I mean, come and do this yourself. I mean, look at me and how I do it and then go do it yourself because I never want you to wait for me. I never want you to wait for Jesus Christ. I just want you to be Jesus Christ. I'm Jesus Christ right now. So go and do what Jesus Christ is doing. I understand, so make sure you understand. I want you guys who are watching me today to understand to come and do a basket performance and come and public speak for yourself. I want you to understand to come and do it right away because you can see my success. I mean, you can see what I'm doing. So nothing can lie to me. I understand I'm going against the odds over here. I mean, do you understand? I mean, those people have 50 billion opinions other than I today. I mean, 50 billion people in the planet never want my business card. But I do. I want my business card. I mean, understand? I want my business card. I'm worthy of my business card. Brother, Jesus Christ wants my business card. I never need your business card, man. I understand I have Jesus Christ's business card. I mean, do you understand? So, alright, so what's important is understanding this, that whoever is watching me today is understanding that there are people here who never want my business card. I want you to understand that. I understand that I am just going against those people and what they're thinking. I mean, they're going to say that anything about nothing about me. I mean, they're going to say exactly that. I mean, they're just going to walk away from my business card. But if you think anything worse of that, I mean, just understand they're unaware. I mean, that's why I just say they're unaware about what they're doing. Because what's important is understanding you need yourself a business card. I mean, you have to grab this over here. I mean, come and listen to this over here. I mean, come and grab over there. I mean, this is very important for you. I mean, make sure you understand that you have to grab your business card because I understand that's what's important. So get it for your son. I mean, make sure you understand that every single day when I lead something, I'm growing all the time. Because I understand a father who cares about their son, such as anybody who does care, will grab my business card and then they'll help their son with it. I mean, they may say, oh, but I have Jesus Christ, man. I mean, good for you, man. I mean, get out of my life really quickly. I mean, if you have Jesus Christ and you never want my business card, I mean, get out of my life really quickly. I mean, come on. I mean, just go away. I understand that's why I follow. I follow people who follow my business card. That's how it is. Now, every single day, I understand that what's important is understand that no matter what, I'm going to live my life. Because most of the people on the planet, in terms of 200,000 people and more in Brisbane, have said to me that they're not worth it. In terms of, they said to me that they are never worth my time. I am worth my time, man. I mean, they are never worth my time, baby. I mean, you guys are never worth my business card, man. I mean, you guys never amount to my business card in life. I mean, you understand? I mean, that's why I'm saying that nothing gets to why. Because I never care about what they think about my business card because I already see what they think about. Or as I think that my business card is something worse off. I understand? But I understand that my business card is better off than them. I mean, my business card is better than their whole life. I understand? I mean, my business card is worth more than your little daughter and more than your little son in life. I understand? I mean, my little business card over here is more worth than all your skin and all your hair. I mean, my business card is better than your whole life and your heartbeat. I promise you. I promise you, that's how I see it. So you can never amount to me. I mean, make sure you understand that. I mean, you can only amount to the word I. I promise you, that's what you need to do every single day, is focus on understanding that no matter what, that every single day, I understand that no matter what, that I'm always lifting my life in the process. So every single day, I understand that anybody who's worth shit is somebody who says so. I mean, focus on understanding that no matter what, that anybody who's saying that your business card may be something of worth shit, I realize that's because they look like worth shit in life. I understand? I mean, they look like that. I mean, that guy looks like worth shit in life. I understand? I mean, that's why, because he tells me that my business card is worth shit. I understand? Because that's what he is. I mean, his whole face is looking like worth shit in life. I mean, so make sure every single day you understand that no matter what, I'm lifting my life through the process. I'm making sure every single day, if you say something against me, I mean, make sure you understand that then you're against yourself. I mean, so make sure you understand that I'm never violent with anybody, but I'm making sure every single day you understand that people are just worth shit. I promise you, because I understand that somebody out there is saying that to me. I understand every single day that no matter what, I'm just never worth shit. I'm worth Jesus Christ. I mean, in a sense, so nothing can be offensive to me. I mean, if you call me something, I'm just Jesus Christ, man. I mean, just get out of my life, bro. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand no matter what, I'm worth it. I'm worth all the money in the world. I'm worth pricelessness. I'm worth everything in my life. So I'm focusing on a greater life for myself because I believe in myself. I understand when I believe in you, it's because you believe in me. I never want you in my life. I rush now every single day. You must understand that what's important to me is understanding that I need something greater in my life. I need to be able to lift myself from this position. So when I understand how to talk from this position onwards, I understand how to look people in the eye, and then I understand how to lift my heart. I understand how to really talk myself into just keep it talking. I mean, just keep showing the role of the show, baby. I mean, just keep rolling the show on. I mean, keep talking about something. I mean, find some new ideas to talk about. I mean, make sure you understand that if you roll the show on, I mean, be talking better. I mean, be understanding how to use your nice, beautiful body language in the process of what you're saying, and then you're going to understand that most people just are unaware about what they're doing. So then we're understanding how to grow from that. I mean, understand every single day, I'm picking up my communication. I'm learning how to talk better. I'm making sure you understand that no matter what, that nothing's going to get in my way. Because I understand that's how I talk. I mean, that's how I understand I'm positive like that. I'm speaking positive I'm speaking positive all day long. Unfortunately, that's all it is. So I understand the Toastmasters, for example. I mean, Toastmasters do at least 1 hour of public speaking the whole year. Unfortunately, the whole year they do public speaking. In terms of 1 hour the whole year. I do 3 hours of public speaking in one day, and that's what they're doing in the whole year. I mean, do you understand that? I do 3 hours of public speaking, and that's what Toastmasters are doing in 3 years of time. I mean, they have to go 3 years of public speaking in Toastmasters to achieve 3 hours of public speaking in front of a crowd. I mean, understand? And they give $3,500 to be 3 years at a Toastmasters event to give 3 hours of public speaking. I mean, 3 years to give, 3 years of life they give to give 3 hours of public speaking. I do 3 hours of public speaking in one day. I mean, understand? I mean, make sure you understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that most people just never call you successful, even though you are successful. I mean, they'll lie about you and how good you look because they're just jealous of you, man. I mean, they're jealous of you. So make sure you understand that they are just people who are so stupid and they're so unaware that you're successful. I mean, this is success to me, man. I mean, but for them, no. I mean, for them, a junkie is a success, man. I mean, for them, a drug addict is a success. I mean, they're going to a nightclub today. I understand that what's amazing is understand this, that most women are very ugly to me. I mean, most people are very ugly to me. I mean, you understand? Because anybody who's beautiful to me gets my business card. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Unfortunately, if you understand that no matter what, then nothing's gonna unmotivate me. I make sure of it. I make sure I'm always successful in my heart to grow in different ways, and I'm making sure every single day I'm going to talk in different ways. I'm going to persuade everybody to be the better individual because I understand that's what I am. I understand every single day I'm understanding how to talk with myself. I'm understanding how to learn. I'm understanding how to grow. I make sure I understand I never want to look at their faces when they never want my business card. I mean, they never deserve my looks. I understand? So make sure you understand that no matter what, that I'm just learning how to grow. I'm learning how to do in life. I ignore people who never want my business card. I make sure you understand that's how I'm learning new tactics and new skills in front of people that if they treat me poorly, I find a way to understand how to overcome it. I find ways to overcome rejection every single day because I never feel rejection. I always talk, I'm always talking about everything, but if you find yourself never talking, that's when life is stopping for you. I mean, always find yourself talking much more and more and more if you want to find yourself more successful. Because anybody who's anti-social club, I've actually they're the negative ones. I'm the social club, baby. I'm in the social club and never follow the anti-social people because they'll make you anti-social. I mean, be social in life. I mean, in a sense, so anything that's social in life understands how to grow themselves. I'm rushing out every single day, focused on understanding that most people want help. I mean, they want help, man, but they just never want help from me. I mean, why, man? I mean, why don't you want help from everybody? I mean, is it because I look a certain way? I mean, is it because I dress a certain way? I mean, is it because I speak a certain way? I mean, is it because of my money? I mean, is it because of my color of my skin? I mean, what is it, man, about me? I mean, why don't you want my help? I mean, why don't you want my help, man? I mean, what's going through your head about me today? I'm very successful, but they just never believe in that. I mean, they never believe in this over here. I mean, they never believe in my communicational skills. I mean, they never believe in my nice, beautiful ways of life over here. I mean, they never believe in my business cards. I mean, they never believe in somebody who has a business card, man. I mean, they, for the past 6 days, have never even gave me their business card, man. I mean, there's over 300,000 people in Brisbane who've seen me in 6 days' time, and in 6 days. I mean, guess what? I mean, none of you guys have a business card. I mean, none of you have a business card, I promise you. I have a business card. I mean, none of you guys have a business card. I understand that. I understand. I have a business card. I promise you that what's important to me is understanding. Every single day, I understand that what's important is I have a business card, but none of you have a business card. I mean, none of you. I understand that. I mean, you're walking away from me. I mean, make sure you understand every single day, I'm never a drug addict. I make sure you understand that I'm never going to the pub today. I'm never going nightclubbing today. I'm never drinking the pizza today. I mean, understand? I'm never doing the drugs, cuz. I understand every single day, you must understand that what's important every single day is focus on understanding on how to grow yourself. So there's plenty of people who just want to blabble like a sheep over there. I mean, I never hear you in my life. I understand. So make sure sometimes you're giving people a pause in your communication, and then you're looking all the time about what's going on. So I'm just alone, guys. So every single day I have God on my side. I mean, Jesus Christ is going to say, Danny, you're very inspirational. I promise you, Jesus Christ tells me I'm very inspirational. I mean, what are you going to tell me, man? I mean, who are you? I mean, I have Jesus Christ in my life. I mean, who's against me? I mean, I have Jesus Christ in my life. I realize Jesus Christ in my life tells me I'm very inspirational. I'm very inspirational in my life. I mean, what are you guys going to say to me? I mean, Jesus Christ tells me I'm very inspirational today. I mean, Jesus Christ tells me I'm very inspirational today. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, what are you going to do, mate? I have Jesus Christ telling me I'm very inspirational today. I never need your thoughts at all. I have Jesus Christ in my life, man. I have Jesus Christ telling me I'm very inspirational. I have Jesus Christ telling me I'm very inspirational. I mean, do you understand that? I never need you guys. I mean, look, I mean, you're saying that's it, but I mean, get your business card, man. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's it. I mean, I understand that what's important is understand every single day that if you understand these people, I mean, Jesus Christ is always calling everybody inspirational. I mean, understand? Because I need a God that calls me inspirational. Because if they call me a loser, then I never want to be with Jesus Christ then. I understand? I mean, if Jesus Christ is against me, I never then want to be with Jesus Christ. I mean, understand? Because I want to be with Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ came here for I mean, understand? But these people over here, I mean, do you understand? I mean, they're unaware. I mean, they're unaware of Jesus Christ in my message. I mean, folks don't understand. I stand up to people like this. I mean, understand that whatever they're saying about me, I mean, Jesus Christ is calling me an inspiration. Because that's what I look at Jesus Christ with. I mean, understand? So make sure you understand that no matter what, that people are just lying to me. I mean, they're calling me somebody who's a stupid idiot, but Jesus Christ is calling me an inspiration. I mean, you are calling me an idiot, but Jesus Christ is calling me an inspiration. I understand straight away. I mean, I believe Jesus Christ. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand either way that I'm just somebody more than those people. I'm just somebody more than these people. I mean, who are they, man? I'm the show in this video. I mean, they never even want to be in the video, man. I mean, they want to be nobodies. So I understand that either way, that nothing gets to me. I'm very happy that they want to be nobodies, man. I'm very happy because what's going to happen in eternity, when I'm with Jesus Christ, and you're with Jesus Christ, and these people are with Jesus Christ, I'm going to have a greater legacy than all of you. I'm going to have a greater legacy in eternity with Jesus Christ than all of you, bro. I promise you. I'm going to have better rewards and better everything in life. In eternity with Jesus Christ. Because I understand I do more work for Jesus Christ than you do. I promise you that's the case. I promise you that's how it is. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that if you can prove to me in Jesus Christ, I mean, if you can prove it, that you can do more work than I can, then you understand every single day it's I over everything. I mean, then you understand how you can overtake I, and then you understand every single day that most people never can. I promise you. I did start at 28. I understand that at 27 to 28, I have over 200 hours of public speaking, baby. I understand, so make sure you understand that from 27 to 28, I have 200 hours of public speaking in front of people already. I mean, make sure you understand I'm very much a success because Jesus Christ says so. I understand, I never need your opinion on me. I never need your opinion on me. I'm rushing out every single day. I focus on saying that no matter what, I'm going to talk it out. I'm going to make sure I'm going to relax in my conversation. I'm going to make sure I'm going to feel the situation. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to look the parts of the situation every single day. Because what's important to me is I only. I'm very important to myself because I understand how to grow myself all day long. I understand how to be positive. Because what is it about me that you never love about me? I mean, what is it? I mean, what is it? I mean, why do you hate me for? I love myself so much. I mean, learn to love, man. I mean, why do you hate me for? I mean, why do you hate me? I mean, why? I mean, why don't you want to pick up my business card? I mean, why? I mean, why? I mean, what's your excuse? I mean, what's the excuse that you're giving me? I understand that there's no excuses in life. I mean, make sure you understand that what's important in life is making sure that you can overcome your demons. I mean, when you can overcome your demons, then you can understand life itself. I have no demons in my life. I make sure you understand that my demons I overcame with my technology in terms of my communication, because my communication is my technology. I understand when I talk better, I understand I never need the boys, man. I am the boys. I understand that. I realize that what's important to me is Jesus Christ. I rush now every single day. I understand how to lift. I make sure every day I understand how to talk. I understand how to fight. I understand how to bruise people too. I understand how to cause violence. I mean, it's very easy to kill somebody. I mean, it's very easy to go stabbing somebody. I mean, it's very easy. I mean, that's the easiest thing in the world to do. I mean, you can see, I mean, you can just go get a butcher knife and kill somebody really quickly. I mean, it's easy, man. I mean, I can have a butcher knife right here and just stab it in the back on the neck right there. I mean, it's so easy to do it, isn't it? But I never want to do that, man. I mean, that's a cheap way to do it. I mean, understand? I mean, that's cheap. I mean, make sure you understand that Jesus Christ never stabs you in the back. I mean, understand? So make sure you understand that no matter what, that anybody who wants to talk more can breathe more of life. I mean, they can also be a dragon. I mean, anything that's a dragon is Jesus Christ. I mean, the Tai Chi dragon, man. I mean, one of the Hong Kong dragons. I mean, you understand the dragon theory of Charizard and all that? I mean, dragon. Heart to Dragon Ball Z. I understand, I grew up watching that, man. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z and Goku and Vegeta and Krillin and all that. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that no matter what, every single day, I grew up in an Asian town, man. I grew up in Cabramatta of Sydney, Australia. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that no matter what, that for 16 years, I was in Cabramatta of Sydney, Australia. So make sure you understand that area and go and visit. I mean, every single day you must understand that no matter what, that what's amazing is every single day focusing on understanding on how you can lift yourself to freedom, because that's how you lift everybody. I mean, you only ever lift people when you understand how to lift, baby. I mean, if you understand how to really give a seminar of a lifetime and then just keep going. So I realized I've had already 300,000 rejections in this Brisbane in 6 days. I understand. I mean, 300,000 people. 300,000 people in Brisbane right now are rejecting my business card for the past 6 days. I never feel rejection. I understand Jesus Christ is calling me an inspiration. I understand I am calling myself an inspiration. I mean, I dust it off. I dust it off completely. I never care about those people. I never spit at them. I never cause them violence. I'm making sure I'm moving on because they want to be nobodies. I mean, that's that. I mean, they never want help from me, but that's why they're losing. I mean, that's why they'll lose so much. I mean, they'll lose so much inspiration from this individual right here. I mean, do you understand? So when you turn away from me, you turn away from everything I've given as well. Or if I've given 1 billion infinity and you turn away from that, I mean, then you're in minus 1 billion. I mean, then you are actually in minus 1 billion infinity. I mean, I'm never in minus by making sure you understand that if you turn away from 1 billion infinity, then you never deserve it. I mean, then you're in a minus of 1 billion infinity. I mean, that's it. So what's important to me is understanding that now, since I have my business cards on the floor, I never promote a promotional poster here anymore, because I did before have a promotional poster over here. So understand this, that I was so much in excitement, and I said it's the best way to public speak, and it's the best way to do anything about marketing, because 300,000 people will see my name at least. But guess what? I just promote my business cards. Anyway, I never want to put a poster over here because I see many people never even want my business card. I mean, do you understand? So what makes you believe that they see my name and then go on my social media? I've already done the testing. I've already done those testing. I've done the testing of placing a nice beautiful poster over here on the wall, and then everybody can see it. And then guess what? I mean, for 6 months, I mean, they never were following me. I mean, over 1 million people in Brisbane have seen me and they never want to follow me. I mean, you understand? I mean, they never want to follow me. So guess what? I just give them a peaceful business card now. I never want to do that ever again, because I understand every single day that no matter what, that my business card is more than enough. But I want to look at their faces now. I want to see exactly what their reactions are with just my business card here. Because when I turn away from my business card, I can see the actual reactions of their faces and how they actually react to me. And I can see exactly who people are by their reactions of how they walk and how they dress and how they talk and how they look at my business card. I understand, I never want to touch you. I understand that what's important is understanding every single day that no matter what, I'm learning how to grow myself. I understand? I'm making sure every single day, I'm learning every single day to love myself to freedom, because I understand every single day how to grow myself. I understand that guy wants to touch my kahunas but never wants my business card, man. I understand? I mean, go and grab my business card and never touch my kahunas. I understand? So make sure you understand that is how I see life. Because I understand no matter what, I'm living life to the fullest. I mean, never ever go grabbing people like that, man. I mean, if you go grabbing little kids' cojones in front of their parents as well, I wish I understand who's homosexual in life. I understand every single day, you must understand to never ever do that. I mean, never ever go touching other people, because it's very rude. I mean, if I grab your throat as well, and you understand. I mean, make sure you understand to just stay away from touching other people in the first place because it's very nice of you. I mean, so make sure you understand every single day, that's how it is. I'm teaching people different skill sets. I'm learning different skill sets. I'm learning how to understand different people and their reactions toward me. I can see their eyeballs. I can see their hair. I can see how they dress. I can say exactly who they are. I can see exactly because I am stealthing my wealth over here. I'm showing them one pathway over portraits and portraits on the floor over here. I'm showing just my business card and it's more than enough, baby. I understand? I am the business card. I'm making sure you understand that no matter what, that I'm going to learn how to grow myself far more and far better than everybody else because I understand that's what you need to do. I make sure you understand that most people never believe in you, man. I believe in you if you believe in me. I mean, if you want a leader in your life, I mean, guess what? I'm your leader. I'm a leader in life. I mean, if you never want a leader in life, it's because you never want yourself in the first place. I mean, understand? So make sure you understand I'm a leader, so follow leaders in life. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that if you never consider this a leader, I never shut up for anybody. I mean, you understand me? I mean, make sure you understand I never shut up for a woman in life. I mean, understand? Because a woman's telling me to shut up, but she can shut up. I mean, understand? I never shut up for your little daughter either. I never shut up for anybody. I mean, make sure you understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that woman is too much on drugs over there. I understand that what's important is I understand every single day is I love my life. I love to succeed. I love to make sure I'm growing. I mean, if you're telling me to shut up, I mean, just go over there and shut up. I promise you, it's just so simple. I mean, just get away from me in the first place and I'll shut up. I understand, so make sure you understand that you never find yourself around me because if you do, then you may be successful. I mean, exactly like this. You become successful around me and that's it. I understand that straight away. I understand straight away who you are, mate. I understand the fake face over here, mate. I understand they start laughing, mate. I understand because they walk away from business card as well. And they believe that you can never see them as well, but you can see them. I understand, oh, you can see straight away who you are, mate. I can see, mate. I can see straight away. But either way, you must understand no matter what. The what's amazing is understand. I see fake people straight away. I mean, understand? I mean, they hate me for some type of reason. I mean, you understand? I mean, they do. I mean, they do. I mean, you must understand. I mean, they love me to the point that they never want to kill me, but they hate something about me, and that's why they never want to grab it. I mean, only people who love me will grab my business card. So I have many haters in Brisbane. I mean, in a sense, so that's what I understand. So no matter what, I mean, nothing's going to stop my success. I mean, nothing's going to stop my legacy from growing. I mean, that's it. I mean, if you try to stop me, I'm still successful, baby. I'm understanding how to live my life. I'm understanding that no matter what, that I have all it takes to succeed every single day. I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm going to talk it out with myself because I understand how to refresh. I mean, in a sense, because I understand that what's important every single day is understanding how to grow yourself in different ways. And then if you can speak in front of people, then you can do everything. I mean, be able to get to this point in terms of how I communicate in front of people. And then you understand how to be a leader. Because this is leadership. I mean, if you disagree with this, then you disagree with your mum and dad and everybody. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that no matter what, every single day, if you believe your mum is more of a leader than me, I promise you, then you have flipped your mind out. I mean, understand? I mean, if you believe that your parents or whatever you are is much more of a leadership than me, I mean, make sure you understand who's done more. I've done more than you guys. I've done more than that individual over there. I mean, so make sure you understand that. I'm doing more than all of you. I mean, so you must understand that. I mean, you must understand that no matter what, if you find your parents much more leaders than me, I mean, they never do public speaking in their life, and guess what? I mean, I'm a public speaker at 28. I mean, you understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, pick up the business card and understand how to use it and understand how to utilize it. I understand that's why you're going to be a public speaker, aren't you? I mean, only if you believe in this. I mean, in a sense, so that's the whole point. I mean, the whole truth is nothing but the truth I'm saying. I'm just saying the truth. I'm giving the whole truth and nothing but the truth, man. I mean, if you want the truth, I'll give you the business card. I'm giving you the business card now. I'm giving you the whole truth right now, but people never want the truth over here. I understand every single day, you must understand that they want the truth in other ways, but they never want my truth. I mean, they never want my story. I never want your story, man. I mean, get away from my life and never show up in my life again. I mean, that's how I love it. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, I never need people who are nobodies in my life. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that I am just lifting, I'm just growing, I am somebody. I never need other people to tell me what they think about me. I understand that 300,000 people are already against me in this life. 300,000 people in Brisbane are already against, 300,000 people in Brisbane are already against my business card. Do you understand that? They're already against my business card. So I'm never against anything. I want your business card. You have no business card, mate. You're 70 years of age and you have no business card. You guys have no business card to give me. I promise you. You can see it. You can see they have no business card. Do you understand? They have no business card, man. 70 years of age, man, and he has no business card. You understand? Make sure you understand. I'm a business card over here. I'm a business card. I rush every single day, you must understand. I want your business card. Give me your business card. But you guys have no business card. You have no job in life. You have nothing. Understand? I have something. I have something to give you. I promise you, everybody here has Jesus Christ, though. Show me some Jesus Christ in your business. At least talk it out and say, Jesus Christ is my business. If Jesus Christ is your business, then pick up this as well. Understand? What are you going to give me? You think you're so smart. Do you think you're so smart? Give me a business card. I'll show you how smart he is. Give me a business card, sir. I want your business card. I want you to understand, I deserve her more than you do. Do you have a business card? I have a business card to give you. Who are you with in life? You go with him, I realize he has no business card. He's never even a public speaker in life. He never even does public speaking. She's going with him. I'm a public speaker. Do you understand? Come on. Make sure you understand, I deserve more. You guys have no business card to give me. I understand. I'll make sure you understand that I'm much more successful. I'm much more successful because I understand that's why I'm living life. I understand every single day I'm following my dreams. I'm understanding every single day I'm going to talk it up regardless. I'm understanding every single day I understand how to grow. I understand how to make people jealous. I understand? The guy walking away from, the guy's walking away from me because he has no business card to give me. The guy looks like an idiot. She looks like an even bigger idiot for even walking with him. Why are you walking with guys who have no business card in life? Walk with guys who have a business card, man. They have no business. Their business is drugs, man. They're doing drug dealing around in life. That's their business card. Ecstasy. Ecstasy is their business card, man. Do you have some drugs to give me, man? Then give me a business card. I want your business card. Are you dealing some drugs or something? I want a business card, man. I want somebody here to give me a business card. Which one of you Asian people have a business card to give me, man? Do you have a business card? I want a business card from you. 5 business suits, man. Business suits. 8 years of age over here. 3 of them. 3 of them have no business card. Do you understand me? They have no business card to give me, bro. 80 years of age, each of them. Each of them have 80 years of age. And no business card. I understand. What's amazing is understand, a billionaire right away says, here's your fucking business card. Do you understand me? Give me your fucking business card. I want your business card right away. I want to follow a billionaire around here. I'm making sure I understand that no matter what I'm understanding, I know the word I only. I'm only coming back to the word I. I'm understanding every single day, that's how Brisbane City is. Understand? I realize they'd rather go do the drugs, bro. I realize they'd rather go on the horses. I realize they want to watch some horses around here. They want to tip a winner for $2. Understand? They'd rather go and put $10 to win $20, man. Go and put $10 to win over Jesus Christ at least. Go and understand, to win Jesus Christ over than $20. Understand? Make sure you understand that. What's amazing every single day is understanding that no matter what, that if you want to find all the nice, beautiful money of the world, then find Jesus Christ in life. Understand that. I understand that what's important every single day is focusing on understanding. I'm still public speaking. This guy's yet to public speak, but you're walking with him. He's yet to do public speaking in life. I understand that. It's honest. He has no business card. Give me a business card, sir. You have no business card to give me. I mean, you're walking with him. I have a business card. I mean, come on. I mean, do you understand me? I'm very much an inspiration. I mean, come and make my business card your business card at least. I mean, do you understand? So make sure you understand every single day, that's how I see it. I mean, understand? I mean, make sure you understand, that's how I understand my life, baby. I understand my dreams all the time. I understand how I'm really understanding how to live life all the time. I'm a public speaker. I deserve a woman. I deserve a woman more than you in life. I mean, do you understand me? I'm a public speaker, and your husband never does public speaking. I mean, you guys never do public speaking. I'm a public speaker. I deserve her more than you. I promise you, that's how it is. I promise you, that's how it is. I mean, do you understand? I mean, every single day you must understand, a public speaker deserves your woman more than somebody who's never a public speaker. I mean, are you a public speaker? I mean, give me a public speaking speech over here. I mean, you have no confidence, mate. I mean, you have no confidence to give me, mate. I mean, you have no business skills. I understand straight away. I deserve women in life. I mean, do you understand me? I mean, women like flaunting their guy or something. I mean, the guy has no confidence, man, to even step on the microphone. I mean, do you understand? I mean, they're unaware. I mean, guess what? I'm getting to them. I'm getting to them. I'm trying to make them kill me over here. Because I understand that what's important is understand that. I mean, when I speak the truth out there, I mean, the woman's like walking with some guy, and the guy believes he's some kind of big cock in life. I mean, come and do some public speaking in life. I mean, come and be Jesus Christ a bit. I mean, you understand? I mean, Big Cojones is right here. I mean, come and have an interview with me. I mean, you understand? I'm here to talk. I'm never here to cause violence. I mean, you understand? I mean, they walk like big tough guys, man. I mean, I have women. I have women, man. I have women. I can get many women, man. I can get many women. I give them $300 each. Approach, they all suck my cock very quickly. I mean, it's very true. I mean, understand? I mean, they go on their knees, brother, for $300. I promise you, it's very easy to get a woman in life. I mean, I have women, man. I deserve your woman more than you do. I mean, Jesus Christ deserves your life more than you do, man. I mean, do you understand me? I mean, Jesus Christ deserves me more than I. I mean, I is everything. I mean, do you understand? So, make sure you understand that Jesus Christ gave you everything, but most people never want to give Jesus Christ anything, man. I mean, Jesus Christ gave him the freaking life. I mean, Jesus Christ gave you everything, but you never want to give Jesus Christ anything. I give Jesus Christ my life. I mean, make sure you understand. I understand, big tough guy here. I mean, give you a business card. I mean, where is your business card? I mean, he has no business card, mate. I mean, you're walking with a guy who has no business card. I mean, just be aware of that. I have a business card over here. I understand many big tough guys with tattoos or something like that. I understand straight away, no business card. I make sure every single day you understand, I can talk it up and I can back it up. I can back up the talk, baby. I mean, you understand? I have a freaking chair over here. I can smack you across the head really quickly. I can do it really quickly. I never want to cause violence either. I make sure you understand that I'm an entertainer, but I'm also something of a public speaker too. I mean, do you understand? So I'm just talking. I'm talking the truth at you. I mean, do you understand? I mean, that's how it is. I'm focusing on understanding that no matter what, I'm going to lift people around me. I mean, understand? I can talk to everybody like this. I can say big talk around here. I mean, give me a business card. I mean, they have no business card, man. I approach now, that's how it is. I understand that. I mean, print yourself a business card if you want to be a billionaire. I mean, that's the first step. I mean, understand? I mean, say, hey, I have the Bible of God and give it to me. And understand you're rich straight away. Version, that's how it is. Version, all that, guess what? I understand that's why I'm leading. I understand you guys are going 7 times this way, but I'm still public speaking, aren't I? I'm very, very into myself. I understand, I never want to take away your woman, but just be aware to get your business card ready. I mean, you understand me? I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, you must understand every single day that when I live my life to the fullest, I understand how to really grow. I understand every single day, I understand that no matter what, I can get many women as escorts around me. Approach, it's very easy. I mean, many women can come with me to my bedroom. I mean, it's easy. I mean, $100 each. I mean, $100 each. I get an escort, man. I mean, it's very quick. I mean, who cares about that? I mean, who cares about escorts? I I mean, guess what? I love Jesus Christ more than anything in life. I mean, understand? I mean, what's amazing is being able to stand up in front of people and being able to understand how to talk in front of people. I mean, that's your business card. I understand. If you can talk up in front of people and you can even come onto the microphone with me and just prove it to me and just say, hey, I have a business card, but I still have to get it. I mean, at least you're fucking honest. I mean, understand? I mean, at least pick up my business card. I mean, those people never even want to pick up my business card. I mean, understand? I understand. That's why I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to understand life. I'm ready to be an enthusiast. I'm ready to understand that no matter what, I'm ready for another day. I'm ready for the time of my life because I understand no matter what, the people are going to understand me around Australia. I understand because I'm talking it like that. I'm talking greatness.